Ah, yes, new alpha update stuff. Gonna be somewhat interesting, you know, even more items to play around with, and ones that actually work off of gold. Well, see how that happens, though. In the meantime, you know, just doing this randomly on a Saturday morning, it's like I really got to get a schedule at some point in time for this entire thing, don't I? Oh well. We just make sure that everything's kind of set up here, right? Should be. Yeah. Being the alpha, it's not like I can go and unlock any of this stuff immediately. It's just all automatically. It's interesting. That is, this one, the real question is, does it go through curses? Well, anyway, I suppose we'll see that one in a little bit. Ah, it's Dead Cells, dude. That's right, it's me. I hope you've all been enjoying the very much not Dead Cells related content that's been on the channel as of late. Whatever. Look, I want to do a big variety of things, not just Dead Cells sometimes. This time we got an actual alpha version, alpha update to do, which did immediately crash on me the first time that I tried to open it up. So we'll see kind of how this one goes. Been a while since I watched a stream. Don't worry about it. Hasn't really been too much interesting happening. You know how that is. I guess the comments on the recent videos. Oh yeah, I know about the DLC. I was planning to do like a stream for that at some point in time. I don't know if I'm gonna do it immediately. I mean, after all, I'm still working on a bunch of other series at the same time. But yeah, that'd be something to do. I don't know if you need to do one of the specific ending A, ending B to do the DLC though. Sounds like it would probably be ending A. Looking at the title of the DLC, but you know. For right now, though, I'm still, I'm still working on like a bunch of other series. Ovivo probably only has like one episode left, and then I actually only have one more series to go through, and then one more on stream before I open back up suggestion whatevers. So hope you got something good for the next force me to play a game thing. Or not. It could just be, another 40-hour game or something like that. We'll see how that goes. Always the chaoticness is what makes it interesting, as you know. Yeah, I got like King's Quest. I'm gonna do King's Quest episode 1. I don't know what the episodicness of it is, but usually that means that it's fairly short to begin with. So, unless I was gonna do every single part of that, I do not know. Oh, thank you, Simo. I love you too. Mwah. Don't know how long my suggestion will be. Well, will you be the one to get it? Because remember, it's the plan here is that it's going to get progressively cheaper with the amount of time that I don't have a I keep saying suggestion. It's force me to play type of thing. Probably starting out with like 200,000 or something. Because I know somebody over the past, year and a half or something that it's been taking me to get through this entire 40 game list or something like that. It's quite a bit. It's a big number. I got a notable number of games that I played through here. Oh yeah, there's also Elden Ring coming up soon. Gonna be doing that. So that is gonna be that's going to be... Okay, what is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be starting on a stream series and then maybe going to a video series for highlights or just entirely separate. I don't know. I hadn't stopped watching for like a year. Yeah, why'd you stop watching for a year? What's up with that? Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to Something. Okay, let's just get on with this stupid thing already. Oh. Okay. Let's start this one up. Do the old YouTube style. Try to wake up a little bit more. Do have coffee here. I did get some coffee. Then try to get right into it. Okay, but anyway. All right, well, let's start this one up then. New bank-related update introduces a couple new items and a new biome that will replace some of the other biomes. I, of course, have those as the only melee and ranged items that I'm going to be getting the entire run. As for the mutations, I don't know. We'll see if I get a good chance to use any one of these. Gold plating seems very interesting, especially if it might save me from a curse. Somehow I have my doubts, but still that means that I can finally use all the gold that I get by end game. After I finish up going through each one of the shops, usually I have quite a bit left over, and that means that I can probably tank at least one hit on 5-cell mode. Maybe. Potentially. Well, here, let's take 2 of these first, as well as my favorite, the Lifesteal affix on the dagger, and I hope that it's gonna work. Let's try that one again. Yeah. What's today's stream about? Today's stream is a new alpha update. New alpha update with a new biome. Bank a biome is, and a few new items to go along with that. I have on all the flawless outfits right now because gold, you understand. It's a good theme. It's not really that good of a theme, but still. Health and gold is a resource. Well, health can be transferred back and forth between gold. Not at a very good exchange rate, but still. Something to be said about that, right? I wonder if taking the health into gold and then gold plating is a good this is a golden time. Get it because it's the name of an anime? No, this is I'm a golden boy. That's the one I would have gone with because of my love of toilets, of course. See, that's a reference that the boomers are going to understand. Well, look, you guys haven't had me watching anime for a while, so. Because I guess you ran out of animes. There's no more anime. That's right, everybody. I defeated anime. Don't forget about that. That was the thing that happened on stream. I did it on stream. Ano thought that he could do that? He couldn't. Redo of Healer. That's literally pornography. It has to be something that I can watch. That I can watch like on a free streaming service. And besides, you also have to agree to it. Why would I just take the first suggestion that I was given regardless? This is why I make you people pay for forcing me to play a game. Because otherwise it's just, lol, watch porn. And I'm like, I already watch enough porn on my own time. Not anime related ones either. You weirdos. What do you think? Weirdos who think cartoons are attractive? Really now? Okay, let's start this one up again. All right. New alpha update. Try that one again. New alpha update. Introducing a biome called... Actually, I want to try that one more time. Okay. Start this one up then. New alpha update. This time featuring a biome called the Bank and a few new items that I have in custom mode as the only melee and ranged items that I'm going to be seeing this entire run. Additionally, couple of very interesting seeming mutations. Ones that will allow me to, I don't know, maybe survive a curse, but otherwise just get a lot of extra health, provided I have a lot of gold by the end of a run, which I usually do. That's a very common thing to see, trying to get a whole... let's take the shield for right now. Go with the survival run. getting a ton of gold by the time that I am past each one of the food shops. Even if I am trying to re-roll stuff, even if I'm trying to go for a pretty big upgrade in the last biome, I'll still have 20, 30,000 gold remaining. It's all a part of a very constant trend in Dead Cells where Motion Twin never seems to know how to make gold extremely worthwhile. And if that means getting a lot of very good defensive mutations out of that, I'm all for it. Or just a lot of extra ways to get money trading that for health. You know, something with a survival-focused run, after all, you do get quite a few options to heal up from stuff. Talking specifically about necromancy, for example, which might make cheesing out the mutation that gives you gold for taking damage something kind of worthwhile. Aside from that, there's also one for speed buff into gold, which I think I can probably make work. I don't know. I think damage into gold and the armor and the gold into health are the two that I'm probably going to end up using the most. As always with a... Oh, come on now. As always with an alpha, I already have everything automatically unlocked, so taking stuff like the Hunter's Grenade out, it's not going to be very relevant until this gets transferred into beta mode. And I'm fully expecting that to still take a while regardless. These sort of items seem like they might need a little bit of time in the oven, especially those mutations, because I don't really know how that is, how they are balanced for late game. Something like combining the gold health into gold combined with money being used instead of health might be somewhat overpowered, but I guess that is all going to be dependent on the proportionality of how much it heals / gives you. Oh, come on now. Swear to God. Trying not to get hit a ton here. This is actually quite a fast survival weapon, too, in addition to giving you a lot of extra gold at the same time. Critical as long as you have enough gold. It's a lot of good stuff, it seems. We'll see. Okay. Completed all the content in the Death's Gambit DLC. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that one soon. I'm actually just talking about it. Of course, I'm still working on a whole bunch of other series as of right now. So it might be a little bit till I end up getting to that. It's only supposed to be, you know, one large area and like one boss. It's not like an entire separate game almost in the same way that they did with Afterlife. It sort of seems like, you know, you didn't have to pay for Afterlife, but if you want to pitch us a couple bucks, we also got this little DLC here too. You know, I mean, just which I do. I absolutely do, because I think that yeah, let's go full on with the money theming here. Oh no, what a good what a good spawn right there, eh? Anyway, yeah. I think that Afterlife of Death's Gambit was a really, maybe one of the most impressive free DLCs I've ever seen in anything. It added so much to that game while also improving everything such a ridiculous amount by the compared to the original version of that I still highly recommend it. Okay, new boss is straight up glass cannon. Well, I guess that kind of works out in my favor. After all, usually tend to take that sort of build myself. Well, it's been a little while since I've gone to anything except for the Arboretum, so let's hit up, I don't know, the Promenade for the first time. Well, we'll see. Afterlife is both a DLC and a revamp. Went from an okay-ish janky game to one of the greatest in my book. I agree. They tightened up the controls and, you know, the variety of weapons and everything to such a great degree. It's really an impressive sort of turnaround. I still like the original game too. What's going on? We're talking about new alpha update in Dead Cells, money themed, also new biome that I'm trying to look around for right now, and Death's Gambit, which as always just had a DLC come out, so it's usually a pretty hot topic on the channel for whatever reason. I don't know, I like it. I like it a lot. So I always give it a shout out. Well, anyway, continuing on here. Yeah, this is a good weapon. I think this is a pretty good weapon. It's just a very, very simple, fast, also gives you double extra benefit for having gold and, getting extra. And the game crashed. Damn it. Whatever. We'll just do that one again. That's fine. Oh my god. They're gonna remaster Chrono Cross and Live Alive? Yeah, man, right after I was talking about how much I liked Live Alive and Alpha, huh? Yeah. Well, let's just restart that one here. It's just the true Alpha Dead Cells experience. Yeah. Live Alive. Right after I was talking about how Octopath reminded me of that, they're remaking it in the Octopath engine. It's like, okay, fine. What are you guys watching my stream or something? But yeah, needless to say, whatever, man. I played that game like 10 years ago. It's not like I'm more interested in having everybody else experience it more than like me replaying that game at this point. But because I don't know though. It's like in the Octopath engine. I mean, sure, it's not a bad engine, but I was kind of hoping that it was going to get the full like 3D remake. As long as they keep the basic. I guess I could go either way. To extend the JRPG ban? No, it's still one more month. No, not one more month. The end of March. What was I saying here? Yeah, I guess I could take it either way. I think that the original Live Alive battle system was pretty interesting, but I also really like the Octopath battle system, so it's fine. It's okay. That said, remaster of Chrono Cross, I didn't even know about that one. I did not watch the thing. I'm kind of hoping it's the original one. I think the original one was a I described that as being like a true roguelike experience where it's more about maneuvering yourself around, getting a very good position, and that still takes turns to do that. But the Octopath one was pretty good. Octopath battle system is a good battle system. As for Chrono Cross, Chrono Cross is one, has the albatross around its neck of being a sequel to Let me try that again. Chrono Cross has the detriment to the albatross around its neck of being a sequel to Chrono Trigger. That is very, God, that's a hard game to live up to start with. And two, they did the characters in Chrono Trigger pretty dirty. They did them pretty dirty. Like, nobody got out of that game very well. Seemingly, if we're taking Chrono Cross as a canon sequel. But aside from that, it's a very nice looking game. The start of it, you just see like screenshots from the start of Chrono Cross. The pre-rendered backgrounds they did were all like extremely good looking. I'll give them props for that. The weird battle system was interesting, if not particularly challenging. A lot of characters. It's a game that, much like Suikoden, reminds me a lot of the extreme excesses of of JRPGs that came out on the PlayStation, where they just tried to pack content in there, just tons and tons of content, regardless of if it was good or not. And so, my opinion on that is Chrono Cross is sort of an uneven game. I don't think it's the worst game I've ever played or anything like that. Certainly far from the worst RPG I've ever played, but it's not like my favorite. It just has a lot of weird stuff going on around it. And a remaster? Well, they're not going to keep the great pre-rendered backgrounds. Unless it is literally just an upscaling of the backgrounds, which then, whatever, I can just go play the original Chrono Cross. But, oh, it's, I don't know. I'm a little bit more, hearing about that news. I'm a little bit more uneven of opinions on that. Live Alive, I think, is good just to be able to get that into more people's hands, because it's not like they're gonna be ruining that game with a remake or anything. It never even came out in America, even though it has had a fan translation for what, over 10 years now. If Mother 3 has taught me anything, fan translations don't count. You have to have an official one, even though people have had a translation that's in 2006. Whatever, though. There's my rant about Mother 3. Live Alive, though, I'd recommend playing it. I'd recommend playing it if you haven't done that before. Maybe wait for the remake. Maybe play the original. It's a unique game that I think thematically does a lot of really good stuff. Can't really say the story is anything too special, but the man who was trolled to death is sort of interesting. Hey, Aldrich Dog. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of well, Dead Cells is crashing on me, and then I decide to go into a big rant about new releases. Whatever, you know. But video game news. We're doing the video game news podcast right now. Actually, I'm gonna go pee real quick, and then we'll get back to Dead Cells. Hopefully, it won't crash. Okay, let's get to this already. Any hype for Elden Ring? I mean, I'm gonna play it. I've already been like commissioned essentially to on a scale of 1 to 10 where we put Live Alive, 67. Good. Good. Above average. But anyway, I am going to be playing Elden Ring when it comes out. I've already basically got the commission for it. Have you heard of Death Trash? Yeah, I was watching a few people play that when it came out in early access, but it seems like it's still very much in early access for right now. Which is why I would want to wait a little bit longer. I'm not entirely sure, though. Oh, yeah, and you also said the end of the list is near. It is! After Ovivo, I got one more, and then there's like 8 more games, but they're on console or stuff that I don't have, so, you know. Have you seen any needy streamer overload? Yes. Come on, God, imagine wanting to stream for personal validation and not for the love of the game. I tell you, really. Undying Moon, I have never heard of that. Getsu Fumaden. Can I reclaim one of my game suggestions now? I guess. If you, at the end of the list, want to throw one more on there, but yeah, sure. Remember, no JRPGs. Still got another, Invisible Ink. Isn't that a card game? Oh my god, not the... Oh, it's always with the card games. All right, I believe that's the only one that you have left now. So you either need money or channel points then for quite some time. Let me throw that on the list, and then we'll get back to Dead Cells already. No, I have more? I thought you only had one more. Well, I'm sorry, everybody. The end of the list, we're no longer at the end of the list. It's been extended. Wah, wah. But that's what you get if you got money, baby. I had two, and this is one of them. All right, fair enough. Well, let's see how that is. When you play FPS shooters, I just played Metro 2033 on the channel, which is more of a little bit. I don't know if I would call that like a hardcore shooter or anything, but yeah, of course. Inscription? Nah, I've already watched a whole bunch of Inscription. I know all of the twists and everything like that. Know all about that dang old Karnoffel code and how much trouble it caused everybody. Okay, let's start this one up already. Okay, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. New alpha update in Dead Cells, all about a new biome called the Bank and a few new items and mutations that you can get from there. Some very interesting ones at that, giving you the ability to trade out money instead of losing health, as well as getting money for losing health. But I'm going to wait a little while here. I want to mess around with some of the items here first. It's kind of hard to say exactly how useful they're going to be here and there at the same time, too, because being in alpha, not only is it going to be, sure, full money run, not only is going to be very much in flux how everything works here, it also might be changed out to not even... We might lose some of these items in the meantime if they turn out to be temporal distortion overpowered. But right now, I was using this one a little bit earlier before the game crashed. Alpha, of course. Oh, get down here already. And it's a nice, fast survival weapon. It gives you money on hit and also does critical if you have quite a bit of money already stored up. 12,000 plus gold? Yeah. Which, I mean, it's certainly just a fast survival weapon, as always, is worth it just based on that alone. Think of how the classic version of the shovel, as well as the seismic strike, are some of my favorite survival weapons just based on the fact that they get fired off almost immediately. And this one also has criticals, also has... Oh, cool. Also has critical, also gives you extra money. There's a lot of good reasons to be using this. I can imagine this becoming one of my favorite survival weapons in the future. But aside from that, yeah, money is always a thing in Dead Cells that has been somewhat difficult to design around for Motion Twin. I feel like every other update tends to be something where they want to be like, okay, let's try and take away some of the money that you get in the game. Let's try and make it so that you can use money on more stuff, and things like giving you extra items and everything to make that work, I think is a much better solution than just trying to adjust the money amount. Not that it's, not that you still get an overwhelmingly huge amount of money in Dead Cells anymore. I want to say that more or less you can kind of keep on top of spending stuff, whether it's re-rolling for good mutations or good items, and of course, as always, just trying to get as much money as possible just for food shops alone on the higher cell difficulty. But by the time you get to the end of the game, especially with the new DLC and the incentivized areas, you do have a little bit extra, 20, 30,000 gold. And trading out money to prevent yourself from taking damage seems like a very good last-minute take for mutations that I'm probably going to end up using quite a bit. The real question, though, is does that also prevent you from dying due to curses? Because technically that's not taking damage. It's not taking damage, it's taking money. It's probably almost the same thing, but God, I'm still waiting for the day where they finally decide to not have... Yeah, sure. to not have you die in a single hit from curses in whatever way that isn't, well, specifically the damned mutation, I suppose, affix, whichever one it is. New weapon, yep, we got a new alpha. That means, what is it, 4 new weapons? No, 3 new weapons. A coin gun, essentially, if you ever played Terraria. The what is this thing called? The Gold Digger, which is a pick that gives you money, also does critical when you have a lot of money. And a dagger that gives you criticals if you after you collect money for 3 seconds, I think. So you can get that pretty regularly, especially good synergy with some of the new mutations, like the one that gives you damage, it gives you money when you take damage. I'm sure there's probably a few other things there. The thing I'm looking for right now, though, is the new biome. It should randomly appear, guaranteed at least once a run. So all I gotta do is just be diligent about looking around, which I'm always going to do anyway, but still. Why do you stomp so rarely? Well, if you don't do the roll thing like that, you there's a pretty notable little it's slight. It's very slight, but you do have like a little cooldown time before you can move again, which I like to be able to move quickly all the time. I mean, of course, if I want to do it right. If I was trying to play truly optimal, I would just really try to get good at the roll as soon as you hit the ground. But yeah, that one. I don't know, it can also like stun enemies and everything like that too. You get benefits for using that with certain necklaces, but it's just chalk it up to me not playing the game optimally. It's the same sort of thing like when I don't use the homunculus rune enough. I should be using the homunculus rune a lot more, but I don't. So, you know. What to do? I'll take one of the new mutations, right? But which one? Get rich quick seems like it'll work pretty well in the whole, in my whole playstyle at least. Who knows? Can you get bonus gold from both the shield and the weapon on the same mob? Yeah, it should. I mean, I think it's by hit that you get money. So let me see here. Hits cause the target to drop 10 gold. So yeah, you should be able to get like tons and tons of benefit out of each enemy if you really want to try and maximize the amount of gold you're getting here. After all, it's a numbers game, I think, with the pick more than anything else, where you're intended to be... It's not single hits, it's many, many hits. I think similar to how I've been doing the stuff with using a... Similar to how I've been doing stuff where I've been using the lifesteal affix on weapons, that sometimes having a weaker version of this weapon is going to maximize the amount of money you're actually getting. That said, it does seem like, despite being fast, that, yeah, the damage drop-off after the first area maybe is getting a little bit more clear. Because this is not a starter weapon. I picked up a nice fresh plus 250% base damage right from the previous area. And you can see it's not going super good. But I guess that's why you want to try and get the critical going on. That's where that benefit is going to come in, nearly doubling the damage, it seems. Also, you know, constant criticals. Good synergies you can get with that alone, just off the instinct thing. Anyway, yeah, as always, if you're looking to play this in alpha, you just got to right-click on Steam, go into the beta tab, and you can get in there right now. The game has crashed several times since I've started, so caveat emptor and all that. But it is actually very easy to do if you want to try and start with some of these items. Maybe figure out how they're going to work, even though I guarantee they are going to be changed up quite a bit by the time this thing goes live. Well, let's see how this goes. Oh my god, that was so much money. Or, not money. That was so much health I just lost there. Jesus. Feels, that's not great. Well, Hey, I guess I should have ended up taking something like necromancy plus the damage into gold then instead. Could have gotten quite a bit of extra money out of that. Still kind of like, you know, hits into gold, but I don't know. If that might be something where to truly get the most out of it, you want to really stall out the game a lot. You know me with stalling out the game. If I had to stop for even a second, I would rather die than stop moving, basically, in this game. And that has been the case for many deaths of mine. Just gotta wait 5 seconds to be able to get disengagement back up. Oh no, he's already gone. He already left. Yeah, give me that 3,000 gold right now. Oh, let's wait 1 second before I'm able to make sure that I have enough gold to get the constant criticals, and then, only then, I'll choose to go buy something. Seems like a fairly good idea here. Hey, there's actually some decent synergies that come in with using this item on 5-cell mode, with enemies constantly turning into elites. More hits to get, more gold to get, more enemies spawning in, of course, also means more benefit from the current mutation that I'm using. Yeah, the ridiculous amount of spawns that you get coming in constantly, if you just decide to go a little bit slowly or malaise yourself up in whatever way, means that you can just get that much more money from doing that, which I do quite appreciate as far as good strategies go. So once again, a very lateral type of way to get yourself to become more powerful, being based entirely around money instead. Oh yeah, don't have the DLC stuff unlocked, being the alpha and all that. You know, been stuck on 2 boss cell for about 6 months now. Do you have any advice that'll get me out of 2 boss cell? Oh, there are a lot of very good builds that I think you can do for that. I'd always suggest my most powerful build, but I think that recently just the old trying to go for a very good legendary item, maybe taking in a survival build, something you might want to look into, because that is just, man, survival plus legendary items are really a match made in heaven. You don't need to compromise at all on health. What is this monster, man? I think that's one of the new guys. You don't really need to compromise at all on health, and you also can get some just absurdly powerful items. The Maw of the Deep run that I had, where I had that legendary version of the explosive decoy, was a sight to behold. It's the sort of thing that will easily take you through any boss just because it blitzes them down so extremely fast. And there are guaranteed 3 guaranteed legendary items in the Fractured Shrines. So if you try and make that work, I mean, you can just do that like your traditional sort of survival run. Look at something like, of course, Seismic Strike, Maw of the Deep. It has been quite good too. Nutcracker. What other very good survival weapons? People have been talking up the War Spear a lot, and then just plan to eventually switch out into something else. Look for trying to go for some cursed chests to get the most out of to get the most tries at a good colorless item, and then really gun for just an amazing legendary item by end game, because they'll scale with 2 stats. If you largely build into 2 stats, you'll have just absurd damage, and if you can get even just a single good like a ranged item out of that, it should be able to take you through the rest of the game. Legendary magic missiles, yeah! Yo, legendary magic missiles are amazing, because like I said, they might have low starting stats, but they can always hit enemies. Oh, damn it. They can always hit enemies. You are never in a position where you cannot You're never in a position where you're not able to hit an enemy. You just hold down the attack button, and the incredible tracking on that means that your theoretical DPS just turns into actual DPS in a way that few other items can boast in the entire game. All right, well, this should be pretty good for getting into the next area. But yeah, you could also just go with a very, very powerful tactics run. Take it nice and easy. Don't go too fast. Make sure that you got like good turrets up and ready to go at every single turn, just to make just so that you can blitz down any enemy, including elites, including bosses, every and anything before they're even able to attack you. A good tactics run will be able to take out even like the giant before he can attack once. It is an excellent sort of strategy, but it does leave you with very little health, like very little health. Aside from that, the healing affix. Healing affix is still a very, very good strategy for getting extra healing without using up your extremely limited potion charges that you have now. They're going to be changing up vampirism soon enough, so I don't think that's as good of a strategy. It was only ever a late game strategy anyway, but if you're struggling at that part, that was a pretty good one to maybe check out. But still, that might be like a little bit of extra healing. Face Flask is still quite powerful. If you want to go with that. Spite Sword, same thing. Just take that in recovery. If you're willing to be very, very aggressive, that's still a good build. Oh, and then everything else, it's like every item in the game can be used in one way or another. But those are the builds that I think, legendary builds, just the extremely powerful sort of kill enemies before they can even react tactics builds. Those are the ones I think you really want to look for. Just to make sure that you're not constantly barreling into every single enemy that you see like I usually do. You know how that goes. The legendaries still go over the damage cap, or was that a bug? I mean, it does not go over the damage cap, but there are plenty of legendary items that hit extremely quickly. A lot of turrets, for example. Even if like a single crossbow from the Crossbow-matic will what to take. Even if a single crossbow from the Crossbow-matic will hit the damage cap, it fires so fast that you're not even going to notice that. Sure. Try and get the most out of this, I suppose. And then, of course, the explosive decoy throws down like 10 different bombs, which is just ridiculous. It's so huge. and that's just the getting enough numbers on an enemy is more important than getting big damage from a single hit sometimes. And of course, good right. First time inventing here because of the shtick. Okay. Take him down. That'll work. Oh, still a little bit frightening, but I'm feeling. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna die to a rat, which would be so embarrassing. But hey, it is what it is. That's how that happens sometimes. Okay, sure. Get the automatons right in here, but I reacted that fast enough. It's totally. Are you kidding me? Literally the last second right before I was gonna hit it. It got protected. What an incredible play by that protector there. #1 support MVP of the game, I guess. Whatever, it's fine. Look, I managed to rally up most of the health anyway. Still, though, I might end up at this rate and just go and taking a potion charge just because, hey, money means that I can recover from that sort of thing. Didn't you ever play any one of the Advance Wars games? Use that one guy that has the power of money? You can just like, what is it? Upgrade units just because he has that much cash? Same sort of concept here. I like this idea. It also makes it that much easier to try and tell you to use out your Prime subscription on me. No, I can't believe I went right into that. It's shameless, really. Okay, anyway. Love Advance Wars so much. Advance Wars are cool. That is a good game. I only ever played like one of them, and that was, you know, way after the fact on a ROM, because I got like a huge ROM pack that was totally legal. Please don't ban me, John Twitch. But that would be a series. I remember weren't people excited for the latest Nintendo Direct or something to maybe hear something about that? Oh boy. Getting a little bit saucy right now. Yeah, I think we are currently looking at definitely want to go take a potion charge already. Getting a little bit uneasy here. What do you got though? That's already an item that scales with survival, but hey, there can be some real... You know, there's no better combination than survival plus colorless items. And legendary items scaling off of two stats just makes them that much more powerful. That said, I don't think I'm going to end up taking this one. I don't know. I find the sickles a little bit too difficult to use as well as I want them to. Besides, I also really like the stopping things that I have right now. Hey, they changed this up already. Sacrifices 33% of your maximum health to recover 2% per attack with a speed boost for 10 seconds, which I suppose works pretty well for the synergy that I got going on right now. I mean, for example, look at how much money I'm going to get as soon as I run out the clock on the speed buff, which is still going right now. So there's something about that. I also just like the ability to get a speed buff on demand too. Would enjoy if they ended up doing that same thing for Face Flask, for example. But then again, I suppose with a combination of Vengeance, that they might think that that's a little bit too powerful, which I say that I hate how good that item is in some ways. Sure, I like Blasphemous and everything like that, but I like the original version of it that was a lot more true to how Blasphemous does. This one is so very specific to a meta of the game. You know what? I'll do it. Should I? I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. By the way, this speed buff thing is gonna be nerfed. I hope y'all enjoy it for the alpha. It's going to be nerfed. This one is not gonna last. I have 4,000 monies coming up right now, going through one area. Holy shamboli, that's a lot of gold. This is too much gold, I would actually say. But hey, it's at least good for right now. Motion Twin hates when you make excess profit. Yeah, I know. They sold, what, 3 million copies of this game? Where's Mike? And yeah, okay. What to do? Is there anything I even want? I kind of want to make sure that I get the thing right now. They're literally communist, and yet they have all the money. We gotta to take back the means of production and whatever from Motion Twin, this indie game studio from France. Anyway, Ancient Sewers. No, I think I'm gonna head on out here. You should play Disco Elysium. Oh yeah. It turned out real well for the Mazovian socioeconomics guys, didn't it? That's isn't the description for the thought that you get from that it's like it has literally been unsuccessful in every single implementation that it's ever had? I really like Disco Elysium. That's a great game. What does Bioflask do right now? Just self-harm as before? Yep. Still does not cause you to lose kill streaks. Still does not cause you to lose or to die. By the way, new outfit. I really like this one, even though that hat makes no sense at all. Yeah, if you didn't notice, I've been doing a little thing where I've just been using each one of the flawless outfits right now. Feels very, very apropos, I would say. I'm shocked that I haven't found the bank just yet. I'm gonna get like a late game version of that, and it does not sound very easy to go through. But gonna do it. And that's the plan. Not going to Conjunctivius to get extra bonus gold from the tentacles. I have a lot of money. I don't know if y'all notice this right now. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money at this point in time. I'm feeling pretty good. Ah, right, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have. I knew I should have jumped over that instead. Oh boy. There's something about dressing up as a 19th century industrialist, using a literal mining pick on enemies to get gold from them that I enjoy quite a bit. It's a good look. That said, I think that this is gonna be an item that I quite enjoy if they keep it as such. That said, though, try not to die here too quick. I've been playing a little bit risky because I've been feeling pretty saucy about how the actual run has been going so far. There's this engagement coming in clutch. I'll take that. Disco Elysium was also made by communists. Even if it shits on communists, it shits on them less than everybody else. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I suppose it shits on them less than, like, fascists, but I knew it. I knew trying to... Well, look, here's the thing. We can try out a few different weapons. That's kind of the plan anyway. As much as I would have like to have continue on that run. It's like I want to do the full breadth of different weapons here as well. We'll end up doing a full run of that anyway as soon as it gets a little bit more finalized, because I'm telling you right now, some of these things are going to be changed up quite a bit. Like, oh man, some of these are quite powerful. Let's just put that one out there right now. All right, in the meantime. So this one is 150 gold, deal critical damage, won't fire if you can't pay. Okay. Little bit of a wind up on it, but yeah. The first thing I always think of is the old Terraria weapon, the coin gun with this type of thing. Oh, how exactly does it? I just have pierce first target, but I feel like I hit more than the first target on that one. All right, live by the coin, die by the coin. You know how it goes. I mean, literally. I don't know if you've lived in society, but that's right, everybody. Dr. Inferno Communist Bird. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're finally making it happen. We've had Christian streams. Time for communist streams, baby. That's a lot of gold per shot. It should be manageable, mostly. Okay, but anyway. Based. Oh, whatever. This is literally the gold update where I'm being more of a capitalist than usual. I want to say that this is ironic. At most. Right. Take that. And hey, I got some healing going on here. So as always, walking directly into that is not a good idea. Don't walk directly into the ball and chain. That will just take off your entire non-existent face. But still, it is a little bit worrying for the money right now. That said, I'm gonna go take the speed buff thing again, and with like piercing and hitting everything at a distance, it's like, yeah, should be good. Doreen, is that you? I don't even know who that is. Nah. Hi, Doc. Hi, fellow children. Hello, S-I-R-H-C. Cirque, I guess? I don't know. I mean, I guess in Metro 2033, I did end up saving some of the communist guys by the end of the game there. During the war chapter. Oh no, I think it actually is happening. All right, anyway. Continuing on here. I'm not... Look, I'm going to try to do my best at this sort of run. I'm not going to promise much of anything. Okay. And Malay's cleared. Okay. This might actually work out, though. Who's your favorite communist? I don't know any communists. Yeah, motion twin, whatever. There we go. Don't worry, we're used to that. We're used to what now? I don't even remember what I said at this point in time. too much. I'm too into the Mazovian socioeconomics now. Okay. Don't expect a lot from this run. Oh, that's the one you zeroed in on, eh? Now here's where I hope they're not going to get rid of incentivized biomes now, though, because those have been a pretty important part of runs. I'm kind of hoping that I get to keep using those for a little bit. Doc's a communist. Yeah, this is the doctor. I mean, the Inferno part is it stands for red, like the flames of communism. Doreen is the infamous moderator of our anti-work that went on Fox News, a subreddit that started off as a communist community. That is way too specific of a reference for me to get at all. Oh, boy. I feel like this weapon will be good against bosses as it uses a lot of gold. I don't know, 150 I think is manageable. I think I can make that work. It might make it a little bit difficult to get to buy stuff in the future, but then again, some of these mutations that I have make it very easy to get a lot of extra money. What a reference! I know, right? I thank Yulia once again for distributing the wealth to me. That's my new catchphrase. Thanks for redistributing the wealth. Who's your favorite communist now? You, I guess. Okay, there we go. What a weird... I mean, I guess it is the gold run. In the next run, we'll turn into staunch pro-capitalists, I suppose. No, that was actually the last run, wasn't it? What a weird theme today. Anyway. I haven't even gotten to the bank yet. I hope I can at least manage that once here. Okay, take this thing out. Oh yeah, I'm actually like dealing a pretty good amount of damage to the Mushroom Boy there too. Oh, hemorrhage. I do like me a legendary hemorrhage, but we'll see how much I actually use of that. After all, we are talking about a tactics run. I already have sort of enough items that should be even better than that. Even though I do like the stylings of the hemorrhage, as everybody knows. Possibly the most cringeworthy event of the 21st century. There's no way. There have been so many stupid cringeworthy things. I saw the Balloon Boy thing happen. Hey, everybody remember the Balloon Boy thing from like 2009? I don't know. I was just thinking about that recently, and I'm like, man, remember when that happened? What a weird thing. Anyway. Okay, what does this mutation do? You can see next to my gold count there that I am getting increasing gold based on how many enemies I'm killing while the speed buff is active. It is actually already more than twice the current gold that I have. So, yeah, what am I going to do with all this dosh? Loads of money. Yeah, no, there we go. Certainly I can remember more of that stupid song. Loads of money. Doing up the house. Yes. Oh, no, I can't remember enough. I'm sorry. Once again, for stupid internet nonsense memery. Just the rest of the stream is just going to be quotes from Killing Floor and Payday. And also Payday 2. So every time I get hit, I'm just going to be like, I need a medic bag. Okay, sure, I could probably think of more stuff than that. Did anything happen to Balloon Boy's dad? He fabricated the entire thing? I don't think so. It's just, it was such a weird... God, I remember because, no, wait, I shouldn't actually say what was happening because then everybody's going to know how old I am. But the place that I was at, there were a bunch of people just like... all sitting around the TV watching that entire thing unfold. And that money already. Time to cash in, baby. Okay. What was I saying here? Yeah, like watching that unfold. And I remember just walking by it being like, huh, weird. And then later on you just find out that it's like, oh yeah, it was all fake. It's like, what? Yeah. You know how that goes. You do actually use quite a bit of money doing this. Maybe I should look at getting a second item to... The damage is good, but it's also a little bit excessive. What happens if you run out of money? Can't use it. As you might have seen, I was just had happened there. Still, though, I think it's only going to require so much. You die. That's right. If you have no money, you perish instantly. Okay. Well, anyway, it should be pretty easy to keep up like a good good amount of kills. Oh boy. It should be easy to keep up a good amount of kills with the amount of decent... Got him. The amount of decent tactics weapons that exist in the game, after all. Still, though, at least for the very start, it's going to be a little bit difficult to... well, whatever. I already got the 60 kills. It doesn't matter. Should be fairly easy to get money by late game, though, comparatively. Especially with incentivized biomes, once again. They don't seem to exist in this version of the game, and I hope they're not getting rid of them, but we'll see. Is the damage cost worth it? Seems like it. But then again, this is very early in the game, so you never really know how it's going to be going after this point. This is the first point when you're going to be getting a lot of damage on enemies. Next area, though, not so much. Not nearly to that amount. Oh, come on. Here's where, again, having the extra time on the timer would be very useful. Love this biome so much, it's so easy to get 60 kills. I don't know. If you're using like a ranged weapon, it's a little bit easier, but melee weapon, everything does the shielding, everything does the... There's thornies here. And of course, the yeeters hit you very, very hard. Sort of a frustrating thing just alone. Alright, grab that. Keep going here. Yeah, it should be good. Go take this other thing here and then keep going. Alright. There we go. Is this update release or is this just alpha? This is alpha. I've already had the game crash on me a couple times. As you do. It is also... I'm guessing right now that looking at the amount of money that I'm getting from a few of the new mutations, that it's definitely probably going to be changed up, because it's a lot of dosh that you get from this time is money mutation alone. A lot. Actually, I will take that. What changed in the alpha? Well, we got 3 new items, 3 new mutations, and 1 new biome, which I still have yet to get. Kind of weird. Like 140 mobs, so you can get hit at like 59 mobs and still get it. That's true for a lot of areas, but usually not to this degree. So you do have a point there. It's just, I don't know. It's still a dangerous enough area to get around in, you know? Hello, the Alvaro. Welcome to Money Stream, where we are both capitalist and communist, depending on the mood. Whichever one strikes your fancy. You a big fan of capitalism? You a big fan of Mazovian socioeconomics? We got you here. Oh, wait, I didn't actually want that. I forgot I'm not using the gold pick anymore. It's a very weird stream right now, but one that you would expect from this channel already because, you know, we don't do anything around here if it's not just incredibly stupid. Okay. Is there a specific path? It is going to be guaranteed to appear somewhere. I'm looking for a big... fancy chest. But we'll see. We need to discuss stocks too. I have never done any sort of investment banking. You know this. This isn't unusual for this channel. No, not at all, in fact. Just be lucky we're not talking about, like, who's got the biggest butt around here or something. Like, if you were going to create a personification of a submarine sandwich... Which classic submarine sandwich type would have the biggest ass? Come on, don't be shy. We're not doing that one, though. Instead, we're talking about other weird stuff. A hoagie? A Wawa hoagie? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. God. BLT would actually probably be pretty... No, stop it, stop it. Why do I bring up these stupid topics and then immediately start talking? Like the team was supposed to be a joke. Would your persona be, Yatagarasu? I guess, right? Sunbird? Italian sausage and beef. I mean, a meatball sandwich is the obvious choice, but every time I talk about sandwiches, which is weird that this has happened multiple times now, I always say meatball sub. Anyway, oh god, it's all going so badly, isn't it? I did this to myself, but still. Oh my god. I miss those sandwiches. Italian sausage and beef. I don't like sausages. I talked about this before. I do not eat sausages because I don't really like ground meat that much. I'll go for the occasional hamburger, and that's about it. You know how that... It's just... Yeah. It's a good thing we're 40 minutes into the episode, otherwise... well, you know. So red sausage is okay. What is red sausage? Oh, actually switch this out to even another thing. All right, cool. Let's do that. Sky meat? What is sky meat? What does that even mean? Damn, that is one fast weapon. I like it. But also going to be a little bit of a problem kind of going through here. If I don't have good DPS. It's going okay, though. Still, every single time I get gold, and that's obviously all the time in regular battle, I get criticals. Ah, damn it. Get criticals, and then, you know. You're a sky meat, a bird. Chickens don't fly. Come on. Oh, no ground meat. What about sky meat? I see. How do you get this outfit? No idea. As of right now, these outfits are just automatically given to me because it's an alpha, which means that you just have everything unlocked immediately. Not really something that I can kind of figure out, at least for now. Obviously something in the new area, but we'll see about that later on. Space meat. Isn't that an old Invader Zimbit? Which, oh man. Ah, game crashed. Okay, so the game was going to crash anyway. And I tell you, that dagger with a gold shield equals crits after every parry. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't really consider that. Probably a little bit better than the rapier in that way. Throw money at it. Yeah. There's a challenge rift-like area in the bank, and at the end there's a chest that drops the outfit. Oh, okay. So it is specifically from... You just kind of go through the new area, sort of like how you get the... Sort of like how you get the trident. Okay, well, as long as I can actually, you know, find this bank area, I'd like to show it off, but yeah. How does the dagger work? Dagger works pretty simply. It's just you get criticals after getting gold for 3 seconds, I think it is specifically. Yeah. So short, but you know, you can get a lot of gold with this with a weapon this fast. Like, look at it go. It's almost like the pure nail in the way that you can continue to move while swinging it, which is sort of silly. Still, though, it's going to be a little bit harder to use in boss fights, though. And that is one nice, fast sort of item. Too bad I wasn't able to use it in the other run. The movement looks really nice. Yeah. Yeah, it does. That said, nice looks don't necessarily mean a good item. I think this one probably will work out quite well, though. See how it goes. I'm gonna at least try and use it for this one. Clearly, you can see that the other item is gonna be a little bit more difficult to try and get to work for you for the entire run, but it might be a good boss killery type of weapon. Just gotta make sure that you have enough money to be able to use it. Sort of like the old spoilery type of weapon. Same way that money and cells, for example, can be interchanged in that sort of way. This is the money update? Yeah, that's why we've been talking about money the entire time. And occasionally sandwiches. Totally normal conversations about sandwiches. What do you mean? Well, you didn't die? Now you did. Oh, there we go. Pay to win update. You know, kinda. Like, yeah. But like, yeah, though. Sandwiches are bought with money after all. You can make your own sandwiches. It's not easy. Like, it's not going to be easy. Look, I've never milled wheat before, but you could make that work. I'm just going to say. 5 Boss Cell is the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. It's true. Dead Cells DLC 4, I think we're on now? Well, paid DLC, I suppose. Dead Cells DLC 5, The Moon, which would actually be not even entirely impossible, given that for the entirety of Dead Cells as a game, the moon has had a gigantic skull on it, and there's also in the 5-cell secret area, sort of the implication that the Malays might be affected by lunar objects in one way or another. Well, you know, think about it. How exactly would we end up getting to the moon in a way that is, you know, even somewhat in lore? I don't think that's gonna happen, but still. There we go. Yeah, as long as I have like the critical and everything going on, it is some good damage. Still though, taking way too much damage as I've been doing this here. Little bit too free form with how I've been taking my approach to the dagger right now. Get down here. 3 seconds is enough for me to be able to do stuff. Moon comes to you, Majora's Mask style. I mean, I suppose that would be a way to do it. You didn't really... Okay, now you did go to the moon in Majora's Mask, but you didn't... It's not like... You didn't go to the moon sort of thing. They mentioned doing it in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, that is a thing that happened, isn't it? What is up with that? I mean, I simply... Wait. Final Fantasy IV. Don't forget about Final Fantasy IV. I mean, that's... I guess it's not entirely out of the question, but... It's not entirely unusual for Final Fantasy games at that point, but still, it's it went to the moon via a space whale, as you do. It's a video game, you know? There's a sword that cuts dimensions. How do you think you can't get to the moon? How do you get the dimensions don't include the moon? But still, Final Fantasy IV, I had to play that at some point. I was going to play that back in the day. But I don't know, the remake of it on the GBA or whatever it was that I got didn't seem all that good. So it seemed like I'd rather just play the OG Super Nintendo one, but it seems like the spawns of some of these enemies are kind of broken. I've noticed that a couple times so far. Well, anyway. Yeah, like the money shield and everything might get you a few crits, but 3 seconds is not a lot of time. I think you'd probably want to end up using the damage into gold mutation if you're going to do any of them. Or maybe try and combo it together with the pick. But that's ridiculous. I think you'd rather just use the pick as a weapon. Yeah, this one seems like a good for clearing out regular biomes, not so much for any big enemies around here. Damage into gold, face blast plus vengeance. Oh my god, you're right. You are super right about that. Thank you, Micro Devil. Actually, that is the obvious way to say that, of course. Well, face flask yet again getting more use. in a way that I still somewhat disagree with, but, you know. You're going to have to use that real regularly, but I guess Face Blast does very, very minimal amount of damage. And, you know, especially if you have, by late game, Instinct, you can just use that constantly. Because look at how fast this hits! You can get a ton of damage reduction from that alone. Okay, well, there's your strategy, I suppose. Face Blast doesn't trigger that mutation? I mean, it does like a very minimal... That's strange. It should. I guess maybe because... Motion Twin, rethink that one. So I know you're also about to go once again change the money... You know, the other mutation that I'm using right now. Bummer. Still, though, that was the obvious sort of combo to use, right? Oh, that was enough. That should be enough. Okay. What's this weapon? It is called the Dagger of Profit. Get criticals 3 seconds after picking up gold. Pretty extremely fast moveset. Like, whoa, man, it's got one fast moveset. It's so fast, in fact, that you can like still walk around with it as if you were using the Pure Nail. Like, take a look at that. But also, you know, the gimmicky type stuff. This is the pay-to-win update, which I'm sure they're probably going to end up calling it now. Everything's based around gold, baby. Look at it go. Now, I just gotta be... Range is bad, but fast. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that... Oh, my. Hey, what's even hitting me right now? Well, I got a good heal coming up here anyway. Worst comes to worst. Ish. Stopping us from getting broken. I wouldn't say broken. I would say useful. I would not say broken. Will there be more Baba after Dead Cells? Sure. Why not? I don't really have too much left to do for Baba, though. So, I don't know. There's a few levels left there, though, I guess. I was either thinking Baba or maybe do something else. You know, they got XCOM 2 that's like $2. And I sort of wanted to play that game with like all the DLCs. It's like $2. I think it's actually free right now, even. So, you know, if you wanted to, XCOM 2 Long War, I mean, War of the Chosen, everything. The game always looked like something that I would enjoy because I do like turn-based strategy, you know? Yeah, take it. Go get it. Wait, Few, there was a lot of stuff you play off cam? Yeah, I've played a lot off cam. I played through most of the new adventures off cam. Because I'm a super gamer, so I was able to beat all of them easily. And you'll love Invisible Ink? We'll see. I thought I was going to finish up with the list. I was so close, too. What do we got? Oh, Gilded Yumi. I'll take that. Sure. Because that's fun. Still, though, I'm going to eventually have to do a full run with that. And I know it's not going to be good for bosses. I've already been told that it's not good for bosses. Good for clearing out regular areas? Not good for bosses. Yep. At least for right now, it'll be fine. I had to Google puzzles too hard. That is not true at all. You know I am a super gamer, and I was able to do all of those without any... There's one... It's one of the new enemies still. That is one of the... There's one puzzle that I could not get, but everything else, it's like... I feel like I was able to do fairly easily. I can go just redo all the puzzles that I did before. I mean, I of course know how to solve them all now, but if anything, I'd say that's a value add because you don't have to watch me fumble around not knowing the solution the entire time. Oh, good roll. That's what I call a good roll, baby. All right, and then in the meantime... Okay, fine, we'll do this then. Whatever works, man. I was sort of hoping to shoot through the crystal and then also hit the boss there too. Or elite, whatever. And send him. But yeah, I might end up doing that eventually because XCOM I always thought looked pretty good. It's one super goofy game, and I feel like I haven't really played a lot of. You know, obviously I played. Why can't I remember the name here? Into the Breach on stream here, but I think that, you know, XCOM, similar, but like a lot even more upgradey RPG-y type of stuff going on. Seems fun. Also, yeah, I can get into like hard at the start, busted late game. Because I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go get like all the really good characters, like the Templars, and the Reapers are pretty good, decent also, right? If I remember correctly. With the if I got all the DLC and everything. Yeah, I have watched other people play it before. XCOM. Yes. Yeah. You are right, chat. XCOM. Gonna play Elden Ring on release? Yeah, I've already been basically commissioned to do it, so that one is a day one type of thing. Don't even worry about that. But how the bow just yeets enemies away. You know it. It's basically its entire thing. I mean, it's good for that. It means that you can really just take out every single regular enemy, no issue at all. But bosses, a little bit trickier. A lot a bit trickier, to be honest. All right, in the meantime, yeah, vengeance. But I mean, I'm still sad that I can't get the gold and the money, the blood into money. Commissioned to play it in a maid's outfit on camera? No, you can't just. Well, first off, that would be something that you guess you technically could commission, but I still wouldn't do it. I would reject it based on camera stuff. People can have special requests related to the commissions. Okay, we're just doing this now. People can have special stuff related to the requests. I did that for Concrete Jungle recently, where they got it specifically asked, hey, can you play through everything with each one of the... Can you play through like a 30-line game with each one of the characters? Which I did. Well, I mean, I only ended up doing the final boss, because she was the only one that I didn't end up using in one of the campaigns, but still. I feel like that's something that people didn't try to do enough. Although I did turn down doing, most recently, Final Fantasy XII, all of the bonus bosses, because that doggone wasn't gonna hunt. But other stuff like that. Oh yeah, Chapter 1 and 2 in Tower Climb as well. That was another sort of thing special. Okay. Oh, Doc Firebird the VTuber. I mean, I have done stupid bits like that before. It's not the most unusual sort of thing. I'm very surprised that I was able to get the same basic type of run that I had before, but with a more favorable stat build. I guess I'm not gonna complain, but still, how goofy. Prefer this 100 times more than the other one. Good combo too. Although I think the best combo, of course, would be pick and then the coin gun, because you know that actually feeds into it a little bit more. But hey, the money theming is going hard, and I appreciate that. All right. Master of Arms, get so many crits. You always want to wait until like late game for that, because otherwise it's so minimal. It's so extremely minimal. What do you got? I'll actually take this one. I'm sure I can get poison on something. That said, oh, am I not? Oh, do I hate this? In fact, I'm just gonna throw on the face blast right now. Yeah, what's going on here? Okay. Good enough. And one more big hunk of gold right into the face of that dancer. Okay. All right. Waste of money to even try and throw that at those guys, isn't it? That's okay. All right. As I was saying here, Oh yeah, Elden Ring is coming though. I'm gonna definitely do Elden Ring. I mean, I did Sekiro back in the day. That was a weirdly, hideously unpopular series. Hopefully, people are gonna be a little bit more into this one. I do like myself the all of the FromSoft games. After all, I mean, they have definitely made a name for themselves in video games with games like Echo Knight, Echo Knight 2, Lord of Nightmares, and of course Echo Knight Beyond. Maybe my favorite of the Echo Knight series. Sort of interested to see what they're doing with like some sort of RPG. I guess they did do the King's Quest games back in the day, but those aren't nearly the same as the Echo Knight games. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, yeah. I hate this combo, by the way. In fact, I'm just gonna. Now is the point in time when we go for the big hits, baby. 3 hits. There we go. That'll do. Oh, did FromSoft fix the DS3? I haven't heard of that game. I'm only familiar with the Echo Knight games. What Dark Souls 3 bug did they do? No, everyone and their mother is going to play Elden Ring on day 1. Yeah, unfortunately, that does mean that I'm going to get kind of lost in that. But at the same time, I think that game's going to be pretty fun, though, too. It's not like them all. When can we expect some more Aegis rimming? Oh my god. One of the things we talked about with that series is that I was really going to resist trying to say the phrase Aegis rim job as long as possible. Still haven't done that yet. Does this not work? No, I didn't get any money from that. Ah, I'm so disappointed. How tragic. That is unfortunate. They disabled online completely? Ah, whatever. I don't play multiplayer. Ah, imagine playing multiplayer in a Dark Souls game. Well, anyway, I still have the flask for right now, I suppose. PS3 has a bug that lets hackers delete your Windows 32. Oh, okay, that's maybe more of an issue. Interesting. But yeah, Aegis Rim, I mean, as soon as well, the problem is that the second guy's been awake like later in the day, you know, like at 7 p.m., but that's when I've been asleep, so we haven't been able to. We were supposed to finish up Sexy Brutale this weekend, but due to my inability to not be awake, the inability for me to be awake, I kind of ruined that. That said, I mean, like, Aegis Rim is all ready to go. Oh my god! I pressed the wrong button. I accidentally did face flask when I meant to do not face flask. Whatever, let's just use this. I'm gonna go buy the potion charge anyway at this rate. Chug, I did. I don't like it though, but I did. Oh, come on. You stupid eyeball. I see. It took too long to get out here. And you too. Why are you asleep at 7 p.m.? Shut up. That's why. I guess I'm an adult. I can sleep whenever I want. This stream could have been at like 5 a.m., you know. But yeah, what was I saying here? Oh yeah, Aegis Rim though should... That's gonna be... Oh yeah, get out of here, you. That's gonna be a long series. I would expect it to be extremely erratic when we end up doing it. That is... I've already completed the game. I already have all of the videos up and ready to go. So like how with Death's Gambit, I had the videos ready to go for a long time before we ended up finishing that series. But you know, it's so huge. It is so enormous. And there's 13 characters to go through. 2 episodes ranging from about 40 minutes to a full hour for each of them. And Yeah, you know. There we go. Do like having that extra little bit of ranged weaponry here. I haven't watched Aegis Rim because I'm watching the series with Marty. It's kind of exhausting. If I were to follow the game in both a conversation that's not about the game, can't handle 2 streams of conversation like that. I don't know. I really feel like it's pretty easy to follow. I would actually say it's an extremely easy game to follow. Okay. Definitely not at all purposely created to be as confusing as they possibly can. Even though ultimately... Don't know. We're not doing the rant. We're not doing the rant just yet. Get out of here, you. You aren't used to the best friends. I mean, that's not good. That's no good. The super best friends, I remember. Back in the day, used to at least read the notes. I don't do that. You know I don't read notes. I trust that everybody watching my videos knows how to read. There we go. But, you know. Always impressive to be able to read? I would say so. Literacy is cool, kids. Be literate. Anyway. Well, I mean, the problem with Aegis Rim, though, is that it's mostly dialogue. It's a visual novel. And I would largely just be waiting for characters to be done speaking. You know? Sort of like with the Final Fantasy games. There's very little... There's not a whole lot of gameplay in that game, is the problem. Sort of like Persona 5. Aegis Rim is a significantly better game than Persona 5. Don't worry about that. That's not a... I don't... That's a problem. That's a problem that keeps coming up, where it's like, oh man, Persona 5 sets such a low bar for everything that it's hard to talk about that without being like, it's not as bad. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're looking good. Still want to try and get that potion charge, though. Is P5 game? No, P5 gameplay was fantastic. I really liked the Persona 5 gameplay. Had a really good... I think that the changes that they made to the press turn system regarding... the changes that they made to the press turn system regarding doing technicals and everything were a really good addition to the game that made it a lot more interesting to play in a lot of ways. Any idea when the bank update is going to be out? No idea. Not at all. Not at all. It might be a little while because I feel like this one might take some time in the oven. You know how that goes. Especially when they're trying to do some weird money-related stuff here. It might end up being even longer than usual just to make sure that it's not completely unbalanced. Because this sort of stuff does feel like there's a possibility for this to be completely unbalanced. I think the gameplay, visual design, music, redeem the negatives about the game. But that's such a minor part of the game compared to the story, which is terrible. You gotta remember that you only actually got gameplay once every 5 episodes, and then usually not a whole lot of it. Come on. There. Not ideal. I'm trying to save up money here, but you know, do what you can, I suppose. Okay, the money. Oh yeah, I haven't even done the money voice yet. This is a very apropos time for it, too. Well, before I was being communistic, so, you know. Man, I hate this. Take you down, too. Well, at least it's real easy to deal with these fellows around here. If I want to use the money for it, I won't base my opinion on a game that I enjoy with some YouTuber with less than 40,000 subscribers. What do you mean? You think that the big guys have better opinions on stuff? I would trust my life with somebody with under 30,000 subscribers. That's the first place where I would go for opinions, because you know all the big guys. They're just gonna tell you all the popular opinion and stuff. You want to go for the small dudes because they have no qualms giving you all the hot opinions that you could possibly want. Get back up here and go heal. This is nothing. This is nothing. Everything I'm saying is nothing. Whatever. To be honest, once again, I don't want to have hot opinions on things. That's a thing too. Where it's like me, I would much. I don't want to be the. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the angry video game nerd type of character. That said, I will not back down on my opinion about Persona 5. That continues to be a thing. Just know that I feel bad about it. Okay. Come here for based opinions like the sub sandwiches had big... Oh, boy. Well, I regret saying that one. Once again. But, you should go kill that one elite over here somewhere. Gonna be kind of the best idea, I think. And yeah, just like 1 or 2 hits there should give me the money that I'm looking for. There we are. There we are. Sure have a lot of hot opinions on sandwiches, especially hot sandwiches, which I prefer. Yo, y'all like the toasted sandwiches over the non-toasted sandwiches, right? Just, I think that's a common opinion, right? Say that as a certified Breath of the Wild hater. Really? I don't know. I guess I never played that game. I have no opinion on it myself. Oh, yeah. You know, non-toasted is better than toasted? I don't know. Really? Really? Toasted is okay. Just don't burn it. Chad, I'm kind of questioning your opinions on stuff here. Look, I understand if you're like, I don't want to wait, but it's better though. Too many crumbs? What? I mean, I suppose. Chat. Chat. Only toasted sandwiches if it ain't toasted. Making a sandwich is too much of a hassle. Just rip out a piece of bread and eat it alongside the topping. Now that's a weirder opinion than I was expecting. That said, I can respect it more than people who say non-toasted. That is an efficiency that I can respect, even though I find it kind of strange. Oh, the crunch is unreal for toasted. I mean, I think that. Yeah, I don't know. Bread is better when it's toasted, right? Americans like toasted bread because most of our bread is shitty. I mean, you can have. Usually, yeah. I suppose I'm not making and I'm out of money. Okay, yeah. You should have seen that coming. Really. Guild Yumi is not really going to do me any good here, and unfortunately, I have no money. I need the money. Well, I've already screwed this up, so it's just going to end up rallying through most of the stuff here. You only had crits with the dagger. Yeah, well. Don't get me wrong. Crits would be nice, but that ain't going to be happening here anytime soon. Central Eastern European is nothing like British or... come on now. For sure American bread. I suppose. I don't know. Okay, just keep on going back and forth until I tickle this guy to death. Yeah, just take out the Guild Yumi at this rate. Hey, thank you, Van Crotus. Hey, did you enjoy the Pyre playthrough? That game was pretty good, as I kind of expected, to be honest. Did you enjoy how I won every single battle except for one of them? Maybe I should have actually played on a higher cell difficulty. Yeah, and Pyre. But I don't know, given how much of a like story thing it is when winning and losing in that game, that would have... I have no idea why you hated Hedwyn. Fine, fuck Hedwyn. Anyway. Yo, me and all my homies hate Headwind. Yeah, that's good enough. Ugh. You can only throw with 10 gold? No, you need 150 gold. It's 150. It's actually quite a bit. That's quite a bit when you're spending all your money on nonsense. How long until the force you to play a game gets opened up? Well, we got 2 more games now. Invisible Ink was now added to the list, so might be a little bit longer, especially because that's supposed to be a roguelite game, so you never really know how long. That might be 1 episode. It might be 100. Might be 100 hours before I get good at it. Like some of the games I've played. Because it's very highly dependent on how hard it is. Concierge is the hardest boss in the game. You know. Aside from doing it as a joke, I tried on a harder difficulty. I wouldn't say it's a good game for different difficulties. Yeah, but I mean, I was doing so many cool dunks that I think I could probably manage it. But I also, you know, it's they really there are some very serious sort of still, I cannot believe I still haven't found the bank yet, by the way. There are some very serious sort of consequences for losing matches in that game, you know? What's the other game? King's Quest, the episodic King's Quest remake, which I'm only going to do the first episode of, but if people want to suggest more of it, that'll be fine too. Oh, and Ovivo. There's one more Ovivo episode probably left. Hard to say because I think that the 3rd ring is the final, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. I looked it up on how long to beat, and it seems like OV was only like 2 hours long. It's not a giant game. You wouldn't really expect it from that without been playing and everything though either. I think that is a good length for a game like that. Shouldn't have even gone for the throw against that guy, but you know. Oh yeah, Betrayer. But Betrayer's not on Steam anymore. I don't know where to go get it. So that one might be you might be waiting a little while for that one. There's also a few more console games and everything, but I you know, not being employed right now, I just do not have the ability to go and buy a PS3 purely for Folklore. I think was the example I used last time. Or like Sonic 06 or something. And I guess there's also Aegis Rim and the other one that's going on that I've already forgotten the name of. Sexy Brutale. But Sexy Brutale only has like 2 episodes left. Literally gifted you a Steam key for Betrayer? What? I missed that. What? Huh? Did you? I'll have to go find that one then. Think you have to get the Hand of the King for the bank to appear? Maybe. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be counting that due to the. You know, there's the thing where I'm playing on a. Yeah, it probably doesn't count me as having gotten to the Hand of the King just yet because of the whole alpha deal. Huh. That's right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go do that off screen then. Dang. Thought I saw somebody about to. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, I thought I saw that dude about to throw something at me. And I did. Stupid. Alpha nonsense. And one more for good measure. What do we got? What's that fancy outfit? New outfit in the new area. Oh, nothing here very good, though. Yeah, I suppose I'll take this instead of Face Flask, because I just realized that I use Face Flask without having a thing on it. Without having Vengeance on, so I just kind of hurt myself for no reason. Sort of useless now, is what I'm trying to say. Got to be careful. I'm somewhat worried about how this is going to go right now. Check your whispers. You said that last time too. What now? You know I don't look at direct messages. You can't just slide right into my DMs. Anyway, throwing weapon packs a punch. Yeah, the only thing is that it also packs it unpacks your wallet at the same time. That's why I'm not using it for literally everything, because I don't have a ton of money right now. Still, powerful weapons are always appreciated. I think goes without saying. That said, when I see enemies that I don't really want to get close to, that is a very easy decision to make. Okay. How long is Betrayer, by the way? Strikes me as not dissimilar, probably in length to, like, Metro, right? It wouldn't be too bad to get through, I think. Brah. Well, at least I got a decent amount of rally out of that. Still not ideal. I'll say it right now. It's not even anything up here. What's up with that? 10 to 15 hours? Yep. Okay. So roughly about the same, yeah. I did, and there's basically zero effort in getting a Betrayer key? I suppose. But it's not about the effort. It's about how much effort that I need to put into it. Which is very different from how much effort that other people need to put into stuff. All right. Well, hey, if I got gifted it, though, I'll take a look. I had an issue with commenters saying the last song is bad, but that's the best part of the game, since it does retell your journey specifically. I thought it was kind of cheesy. It's very, how did people describe that? Like, show tunes type of, the musical type of thing? At the same time, though, I do think that overall Pyre, absolutely fantastic game. Kind of expect nothing less, though, out of Supergiant, who I think does that very well. Well, no real point in getting more of those. What did I miss? Did we go to the new area? No. Apparently I need to go finish the game for that. Beat Hand of the King. Because I guess being on the experimental version, it does not seem to have unlocked, which I sort of forgot, because yeah, it sort of acts as if you are doing even though everything's unlocked, it more or less acts as if you are doing a fresh save file. Well, there goes that. Well, no, not quite, but close. Okay. Right. Okay. When is Noita 2? I think they could still add stuff to Noita 1, to be honest. That's always been an opinion of mine. There's still such a huge amount of the world left to explore, or places to add in things that they could do for Noita 1. I'm still disappointed that they decided that, no more big updates. Maybe they'll end up going back on that, but hey, there's always mods and everything if you wanted to go for that. That said, I'm sure that with Noita, I haven't really checked it out, but I'm sure with Noita, a lot of the mods are probably making the game easier. You know, because it's that sort of game. Don't even disagree with that entirely either. Okay. Just remember there's a summon in Final Fantasy X with whose damage scales with how much money you give him? Yeah, Yojimbo. That is a classic Final Fantasy summon. Because he is literally a bodyguard, hence the name Yojimbo. It is a goofy concept, but at the same time, yeah, you need to spend money to hire him in the first place. And then you have to pay him money every time he attacks. And the more you pay, better. Like, I think you can one-shot bosses if you pay him enough money. It is a goofy thing, but I like the concept. Oh man, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get to. So I'm trying not to use this as much as I can, and yet here we are. Ooh, that's the big stats. Whatever. You do what you can to make this work. All right. There we go. ESA 2. Hey, if it comes out, I'll play it. Played ESA 1. That game was great. So worried at the beginning of it that it was just going to be an ersatz Metroid game, but then it turned into so much more by the time that you quote-unquote finish it. I don't think I've ever played a game that goes quite that hard into bonus content. Maybe like Binding of Isaac or something. That's not really bonus content, that's just part of the game. Always something that I thought was pretty cool about Binding of Isaac, the way that it just keeps going. Like, you think you finish the game, and then, nope, you have that much more left to go. Ah! Birded. ESA, yes. ESA is Environmental Station Alpha. Before Baba Is You and Noita, Hempuli worked on... That was probably Hempuli's most famous game. Got a full playthrough on the channel if you want to look for it. Currently on 2 boss cell, struggling even to get the Hand of the King. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. If you kind of go back in the VOD, one point in time when I was in the sewers, I talked a lot about like various strategies you might want to use. Ultimately, it was a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately. Would just highly recommend using that on maybe some of the higher cell difficulties. Survival and Legendary, I think, is the big takeaway. I think that is a good combo that can get you just an ungodly amount of damage if you play it right. Okay, and there we go. And one more. Didn't quite work out in the way I wanted to, but that's okay. There we are. Stuck on 2 boss cell for so long. Yeah, I'd just say check out a little bit earlier in the VOD. There is a 2 boss cell though. That is the first place that, like, you know, it is the big roadblock for a lot of people who play Dead Cells. Even after all the time, even after they changed it to be easier, just so many different things like that, it's still just super hard because, you know, you get so much less healing and enemies start to take that much more punishment. And you take even more punishment in addition to that. It is really common part to where I think a lot of people are just like, okay, Dead Cells getting a little bit too spicy now. Move on to a different game type of thing. Anything else? Anything else? I can go check out like the shops. I think I'm good though. Can't get into the pixelation of Noita, even though I really want to get into the game. I don't know. I always thought that it looked really good. It's supposed to be, you know, the falling sand engine type of game, sort of part of the entire aesthetic and gameplay. So, suppose if you're not really getting into that, he's a big part of the game. I think by now Baba Is You is much more famous. Oh yeah, no question. That was a big one. I remember feeling kind of bad that I was sort of jumping on the bandwagon when Baba Is You first came out. But the gameplay alone was good enough to really interest me in how it worked and everything. Baba Is You is a really good game. You yourself that crash course in programming, essentially. Bam, bam. All right. Shit. Some good combos going on here. It's too bad that I lost my the one potion charge. That's the one thing I'm sad about. Yeah? I thought I saw something, but yeah. I'm sure I'm not about to die there. Okay. And there's the last cursed chest. Yeah, this is a nice, easy way, as long as I'm willing to just spend a little bit of cash money, nice, easy way to take down the corpulent zombies. Sepulchre always stresses me out. Dogplay Baba is you? Yeah, 100% run. I did literally everything. Now, I did already play through the game ahead of time, like I do with a lot of the puzzle games I play, because, you know, I don't know. I just don't think it's that interesting to watch somebody struggle with an hour on a single puzzle. But I did play through the entire thing. If you're looking for it, if you're interested. And that is every one of the puzzles solved in the base OG game. There were only 2 of them that I had to look up a solution for. Skull House, which was later changed up to be a little bit, to have a better intro level. And the box, who, yes, Najimsky right there, helped me with, because it was too clever for me. It makes sense when you actually know what the solution is, but until that point, it is a very weird sort of concept to wrap your head around, especially because it looks like there's a different sort of puzzle in play at first. But then when you realize what you're actually supposed to do, it makes so much. It's a good puzzle. It's a good puzzle. The one that I couldn't figure out, the one that got away. There we go. Ugh. I also started out that series without realizing that it was by Hempuli after I had just played through Environmental Station Alpha, which was kind of ridiculous. Very silly to think of in retrospect, but, you know. I guess that just says that it says how good that game is, even aside from any sort of branding or goodwill that I might have had towards the developer. I'm talking about Baba Is You. 2018 puzzle game, Sokoban action, but with also a very intro to programming 101 sort of twist. It's a very cool game if you've never seen it before. Highly recommend it. Hey, thank you, Dusty1106, by the way. I love you. I mean, no, what was the thing I was trying to say? Thank you for redistributing the wealth. Okay, right, there we go. Good enough. Going through all of the stupid callbacks that we can make during the stream. Now here's where I install Persona 5 and we talk about sandwiches. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Nope. Closer. Yeah, that'll work. I've got another 3,000 gold money is about to be getting in here as well. Should make it pretty easy to use the... the satchel as much as I want by the end of this. At least I'm hoping. We'll see. Dagger, of course, being very much upgraded now, should also be a very easy way to get tons of damage out of it. Even if I don't have the critical going on. At least that's what I'm hoping. We'll see. That cell is awesome. I was hoping there was going to be some sort of doctor stream today. Yes, it's true. And it's as cursed, horrible conversations as you might have been hoping. So, enjoy that, I suppose. Whatever. It's just unfortunate that I haven't been able to get into the new biome just yet. It's been an hour and a half, for God's sake. I think at this point in time, I would have been able to get at least, you know, Corrupted Power could also be pretty good. I'll take that. I think at this point in time that I would have been able to find that at least once, but I guess that's because I didn't do things correctly. Good, good, very good. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, hey. At least we can even count. I want to count this as showcases, but I do not know if I can do that in good conscience, knowing that these are almost definitely going to be changed up later on. I think that is just an unquestionable sort of truth right now. Ouch. All right, then. All right. We're good, baby. Kind of. Although I might end up just using a potion charge at this rate. It's not ideal. What exactly do we know of the new biome? Actually, they give a pretty good write-up of it if you look over at the Steam page right now. Pretty much it is an optional biome that will appear in between areas. And you can go in there mostly for a lot of money. It's mostly like a money thing. You're looking for money. But aside from that, there's a few new enemies, a few new items, a few new mutations. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. There we go. If you were to skip HPC now with Bank be forced to replace the Astrolab. No, I think the problem here is that I don't even have the bank unlocked due to wacky shenanigans regarding the alpha, being in an alpha update right now. So what I gotta do is I gotta go beat the Hand of the King first, and then it will finally start appearing in runs. Even though I was sort of hoping for it to be appearing first thing here, because the whole, you know, new content. I wanted to see the new content. But hey, that's how that goes sometimes now, isn't it? Just go fight the... I'm just gonna go fight the giant right now. Make this nice and easy. Because I think with this build that I have right now, that this should be totally fine. Maybe not with the dagger specifically, but with the coin gun, absolutely. The bank should be unlocked though. I mean, that's the thing. The weird thing with oh yeah, this is also super broken against the giant too, isn't it? That's the weird thing where for whatever stupid reason you do not. It doesn't count like anything being unlocked. Like I need to reopen up the Arboretum. I would need to reopen the Undying Shores and the shipwreck area, because it just doesn't count that as being open. It's like a tabula rasa, even though everything's unlocked in the alpha, the experimental save file that we get of that. It's weird how it works, but unfortunately that is how it works. I think they might have fixed this. That's unfortunate, but predictable. I can't say that I expected anything less, really. Time to use all the money. There we go. Well, that is like, yeah, that is like half the money that I had right now, but that's okay, because you do get quite a bit after that point as well. Is Electric Whip with Ice Shards a good combo? I mean, I think Electric Whip just by itself is a very good combo. Usually I try to use that with like a Chemicarbine, Hokuto's Bow, but yeah, I think that would work out pretty well. Slow stuff. Always very helpful for dodging around enemies and everything. Alright, bank will be unlocked after this, provided that I don't die. So, stream is over if I die. May 30 in brutality. Just endless throwing of the run, but also the endless... You know what, I'm even going to sell this. Endless throwing of money. I think this will work out. Totally fine, really. Yeah, here, I'm also planning to get hit probably too, so, you know, that's all, that whole thing. All right. Here, let's just... Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Nearing the end of the run? Yeah, probably. But I still want to get to the new biome and everything. But, yeah, it's also been 2 hours and, well, hour 40 right now. But technically been streaming for 2 hours. Still have yet to see it because I haven't done stuff. Did the Yumi eat the giant's hands off or something before? Yeah, it used to. And I was hoping that it was going to do that as well. Ow. My entire body. That's okay, though. If you think for even a second that that's going to stop. Okay, whatever. Look, here's the thing. We're at the end of the run here. All I need to do is just beat the guy. All I need to do is just beat you here. And that'll do it. Okay. Ugh. I suppose you can't actually leave from this area, though. So I am going to need to go into the next one, but it's probably fine. Yeah, no, 5-cell mode. You can't stop that one. I also realized that I did get 40,000 gold now. I guess taking damage. Wow. That's amazing. Check if the bank is there. I don't actually know. Like, I don't really know exactly how the bank appears. It's probably fine, though. Doesn't seem like it's going to be appearing here, though. There's a chest in the transition area. Nah, not there, then. Okay. Hades did a boon thing where attacks push back enemies, deal more damage against bosses. Really good for knockback-based builds. Could work in DC as well because it's a huge disadvantage against bosses. Yeah. Only thing that really hits enemies very well, of course, is that the Spartan Sandals. Which Spartan Sandals, of course, while decent, I don't know if it's worth it for a knockback-based build. Because that really doesn't... Knockback doesn't do that much against... Wow, the damage into money sure gives you a lot of... Sure gives you a lot of money, doesn't it? Holy Christ. Like, Jesus. That was like, I got hit like once there, and that was like 10,000 gold. It almost seems like it would be... I guess that's probably why they ended up changing how the... how vampirism works. Just because, yeah, like comboing it with that would give you nigh on infinite money. Which is ridiculous. What weapon is that? A couple new ones that came out in the alpha now. This is the Dagger of Profit. You get criticals after you get money for 3 seconds. I also have on the... What is this thing actually called? The Money Shooter. Keep calling it the Coin Gun. Which uses 150 gold to deal a hefty amount of damage. Is the pay-to-win update. I also have on a mutation that gives me money as I take damage. And there's one that'll allow you to exchange money for... instead of losing health, and one that lets your speed buff give you extra money that gets cashed in when you lose the speed buff. Some good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it's not happening this run. Nope. In fact, I should probably just restart the run, but hey, we're already at the last area, so might as well finish it up, right? Good hit there. Kind of amazing. Wait, you're still alive. What the hell? Okay. Have no keys, but I guess that's okay for right now. Okay, and one more there. For a lot of extra health, sure. And that does equate to a lot more money, too. Money. How does vampirism work now? It takes 33% of your health to give 2% on heal hits. At least that's what it said. Yeah, still though. Meowny. Meowny. It is different than the way they had it working. Man, killing everything before they're even able to give me back the rally that I'm looking for. I tell you. Oh yeah, it also gives you a speed buff. It gives you a speed buff in addition to all of that as well. Man, this rate I might just die stupidly. Unheard of on this channel. But hey, I also have 70,000 gold now, so if I get that gold plating mutation, should be able to tank a lot of hits, no less. Okay, I don't even have any one of the keys, so I don't know what I'm doing here. But hey, it's good to know for the future. Okay, Vampirism Swift Sword. I mean, yeah, probably. I don't know. I think you probably want to end up using a very fast weapon like the one I'm doing right now. Daggers here. To make it really effective. But still, it's just, you know, you lose a huge chunk of your health and you get slightly better than just the vampirism affix on stuff. Could be better is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Where is everything else right now? Yeah, I feel like the daggers, if you don't have that critical on, kind of weak. There we go. Could be doing a little bit more damage. Especially when you consider everything else. I mean, when you have the critical on, it's doing well, but still, it's going to be hard to just get money doing that right now. Struggling to balance vampirism since the day they introduced vampirism. Yeah, I mean, originally you didn't have there were no cell difficulties, so you didn't have any sort of limited healing, so it was pretty useless. Did not do you much good. Okay, and there's the last thing. And like I said, all I need to do now is just go take the gold plating. Make this probably significantly get a significant jump up in health just based on that alone after taking this much damage. I have almost 100,000 gold. I can't believe how much gold you get from losing health. It's absurd. So if that equates to 100,000 health, what is gold plating? Gold plating means that you lose money instead of health when you get hit. Which if it's to a 1-to-1 ratio would be ridiculous. I mean, now of course my weapon does work off of money, but still. The old trading health for advantages working out well here. Hey. Didn't even see that there. Oh, come on. Almost have 100,000 gold now after taking a little bit more damage there. You can really, it's just like, man, you really just stack it up. Okay. Should be fine, though. What is up with these cannons? They're only shooting one. They're not shooting the usual three shots. They're only shooting the one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Still a pretty decent item here, too. Even with something of a little bit of a cool wind-up time, it's actually doing quite good in terms of shooting fast. Visual bug, glitch? Okay. And one more. Guess I don't really need to worry too much about using money now. The 100,000 going here. You ever look at the minimap? Yeah, all the time. We take both gold plating and lost health to gold. I mean, I think that if I lose gold instead of losing... I need to actually lose HP to get gold. Still, though, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. And then disengagement for good measure, as always. Ah. Well, let's see how this goes, I suppose. Can make this work. Main structure in the observatory the same always, enemy-wise and stuff. Yeah, I think it's the same. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's do it here. Then maybe we can finally see the new biome already. You just want to go try it at least once. And it crashed. Oh, boy. Well, we'll try that one again. Alpha, everybody. For real. Alpha boys. Well, maybe it won't do it a second time. New collector strats. Pulling a page from the Metro 2033 book. You know. Whatever works, I suppose. Let's see if I can still do this. Oh my god. How embarrassing. Motion twin, fix your game, etc. A little bit different outfit, but should work just as well, right? The latest update to Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's why the collector's going to be just T-posing his way towards me the entire time here. Oh. All right. Come on, don't crash again. Well, let's see how well I'm going to be able to... once again, spinning does mean immunity to projectiles for whatever stupid reason. How many hits are you going to do here? Well, damage is not amazing. It's good, though. That should at least be first sippy. Gotta do big sippy there. And keep on going, maybe. Still, though, the damage is not like a super amazing right now. I think it's needless to say. Oh, still should be more than enough to like get some real nice damage on the collector regardless. Oh, my money. I can't believe you would do this to me. How could this happen to me? Oh, come on now. Ugh. Yeah, not ideal in terms of... Oh, that should be last one, right? That should be the last one? Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's the last one. Good. One more. Oh no. Only 13,000 left. Okay, now here we go. Ah. Oh, ouch, right in the money. Yeah, the damage there seems like it sort of drops off near the end now, doesn't it? Dealing 0 damage. Yeah, jeez. Okay, well, now that should at least unlock the bank already. Holy Christ, that took so long. There we go. Hey, let's go restart the YouTube episode then, I suppose, now that I can actually see the damn thing. Okay. Hope y'all been enjoying the 2-hour long stream where I have yet to see the new area until right now. Finish up that coffee and let's get to it. Okay, starting 5, 4, 3, 2. This is a good stream though. Nah, not really. Could be better. Okay. Starting this 5, 4, 3, 2. The bank update. Adding in a new biome, 3 new weapons, and 3 new mutations. I've been messing around with them for a good 2 hours now, just trying to unlock them in the first place. Now it's finally time to check them out. Each one of the items seems pretty decent. I especially like the pick that allows you to, on each hit, get 10 gold and then get a whole ton of... or 4 times damage. Yeah, let's do this one. Fine. You sold me. Even though I do think it's kind of questionable if I actually want to win this run. Hey, Dagger Profit. Critical hit 3 seconds after picking up gold. But yeah, pick over 12,000 gold, you get criticals. The Dagger here, criticals after picking up money for 3 seconds. And then the Coin Gun, which is not what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it. Allows you to use 150 gold for a pretty big hit. Though, as we saw in the last run, maybe not as big by end game as you want it to be. Still good, though. Will destroy individual elites in 2 or 3 hits regardless. Wait, this wasn't a YouTube episode? No! We didn't have the thing unlocked! The point was to unlock the thing that we could, so we could actually see the new bank biome that is the other, namesake of this update coming on here. So that's why we're restarting it over again, boys, so that we can go back and try it one more time, where we actually see the proper area that I wanted to see the entire 2 times I've been playing up until this point. Well, anyway, also vampirism has been changed up. I guess it's 30 and then scaling with brutality. Maximum health to recover 2% of your health per attack and a speed boost. Speed boost is nice, but I don't know. That's a lot of health to lose. Maybe with a dagger like this that does a huge, ridiculously huge amount of hits per second, it could be good, but I don't know. It seems kind of hard to use otherwise. And the reason why they changed that one up is because one of the new mutations now gives you money each time you get hit. By end game, I had over 100,000 gold just because of that alone. So you can really get a lot of gold with that, and old version of vampirism would make it that much easier to get nigh on infinite gold using that alone. Which is actually fairly useful because there's a mutation that gives you the ability to exchange gold instead of health. Which by end game, 100,000 gold can equate to what, 5-6 hits from a boss? And big hits, not like the really tiny ones either. Oh well. I mean, aside from that, the one I'm going to largely be using is the one that gives you extra money for having a speed buff. Killing enemies while you have a speed buff going on. Because that is very easy for me to get working for me. Okay, now here's what it is. Very easy for me to get working, and he's just overall an effective way to get a lot of money without doing anything different than usual in the run. 10 seconds is interesting. I don't know. Really difference between crit after getting gold and crit after killing an enemy? True. It's really about the same thing, isn't it? There's random stuff like jewels, greed shield, the Midas blood, the damage gold. Yeah, I suppose so. Selling things, which makes it a little bit more, like a little bit more usable in that way, but 3 seconds is a very short amount of time. Trying to use like the Midas shield against a boss so that you can get a little bit of extra money to get 3 seconds of criticals is probably not going to come up too often. Can in some ways though be sort of a janky spite sword if you want to use it with Midas blood. Though, as we found out, it doesn't actually work with the face flask, which is of course would be the best sort of combo that you can get with it. What is this outfit? This is the flawless queen outfit, which of course I have all the flawless outfits on because this is the pay to win update. So, you know, it makes the most sense. It's got that gold sort of aesthetic to it. Also, 2 new outfits that have been introduced. The one that makes you look like a real well, was it like 19th century industrialist? The top hat and the gold outfit and everything. And then one I think is the robber outfit, one of the new enemies we're gonna see in the biome if I can actually find it here. The hope is that it'll be showing up sooner than later, given again the 2 hours since started this stream without seeing the thing once because I didn't realize that you had to beat the Hand of the King first. Which of course normally is beaten, but in an alpha, everything is treated as if you've done nothing up until this point. Kind of frustrating. Okay. A lot of gold. Still like that pick though. It's just, you know, 4 times damage. 4 times damage where you just run directly into... Oh, I guess that's 30% of your max health, not 30% of your current health. Good to know? Well, to be fair, I think that maybe restarting this run wouldn't be the worst thing. Get a good look at each one of the weapons, though still, could use a little bit more than 10 seconds for, use a little bit more than 10 seconds for healing. That goes by pretty quickly. Here, let me see real quick. For 10 seconds, maybe have that scale with brutality or survival. Would appreciate it a little bit. Because right now, it puts yourself in a pretty bad position. Probably good against, yeah, huge amounts of enemies or bosses, but otherwise, I don't think you can die with vampirism. I think if I just use if I use this thing again, it'll just, yeah, bring me down to 1 hit point, which, let's be honest, it's like is not that much different than what I'm currently at. Now I have 10 seconds to try and make the most out of this. Here we go, baby. 2%. Well, I left no enemies around here, did I? Well, vampirism might be a little bit harder to use. That said, just do that real quick. Oh boy, oh boy. I wonder if that does work, if that takes health off from your money instead. 33% of your money, or maybe 33% of your max health in money instead for using that with one of the gold plating, but who knows really. That interaction would be a little bit scary to try and work with right now. Knowing how much health I have trying this out as it is. Vampirism now looks really bad, which is still bad because it was a triple S tier in late game, not in early game, of course, prior to this point. But yeah, trying to balance it so that you don't just, you know, get infinite gold by tanking a bunch of hits and then popping vampirism. I can understand that. 10 seconds is a short amount of time. You can only get so many hits in on enemies. I think they should like up it from 2%, but that might make it a little bit too powerful. Like even trying to get a plus, so like a profit of health is going to be a little bit difficult to do. Because 2%, right? It's always 2%, right? Yeah, it's always 2%. And then you have 10 seconds to do that. Okay, let's just switch this out already. I think I've gotten about as much out of that as I'm going to. Yeah. So 33%, 10 seconds, 2% healed. You can do the math here. It's quite a few hits that you need to get on enemies to make that give you a health profit. And that's not... And is that worth it to take up an entire slot to do that with? Yeah. Now its usefulness doesn't scale with your damage. It doesn't scale with much of anything, to be honest. Aside from maybe the speed of the weapon you're currently using. Which means that using this with something like a survival weapon, I couldn't even imagine that being a good idea in any respect. I mean, try to imagine, like, yeah, taking the oven axe out and trying to use vampirism in any way. That ain't gonna happen. That dog ain't gonna hunt. Here. Let me get my good fellow out. Oh yeah, and here's Face Flask. I want to do that. Which I don't think I want to. I don't think that's going to be very good right now. Could be good end game. Hard to say. It does not seem to be 33% of your... It's 36%, at least right now, of my maximum health. So, I guess it's... Oh, it's hard to say exactly when it would be useful. Because, yeah, you can't be like, well, using it at lower health means that it's not taking as much of it there. It's going to be taking the same amount regardless. Yeah, give me that. A little bit more brutality. There we go. Survival scaling is very pointless right now. Yeah, I would say so. It's weird that we're talking so much about vampirism when it's like the entire run here is currently themed around money. Gotta get the money. Certainly getting money is easier than ever, especially because the speed buff gives you a lot. You can see right now I already got... I've only killed a few enemies, and I've already got almost a 10% extra profit to be made coming up here. So, combo that with like the extra speed, swift sword and everything, or the tonfas, which I don't think the tonfas work. They don't scale the exact same anymore, but still, man, that would be a good combo there. Still, though, I think that of all of the new items that have been introduced, that the Daggers of Prophet, probably the least useful of them. The coin gun does great damage, and of course the pick is just a fast survival weapon with a lot of extra gimmicks based around it too. Well, I think vampires have a lot of money. Okay, guys, let's talk about this for 1 second. Which is... Why am I saying it like that? If you're immortal, you're going to be rich. You can't be immortal and be poor. That's just not like a thing. You will be able to... You would have to make some very bad decisions. Vampires and money are always linked together, corrupted aristocrats. Oh, yeah. I mean, we all know that Dracula, of course, famously a count. And in the original book, him living in a moldering manor somewhere in the far reaches of Europe and wanting to, continue his corrupted... What do you even call it? Like a corrupted empire of evil is the entire thing of the book. Because it's like he's part of aristocrats that sold their soul to the devil for untold amounts of power. That's sort of the shtick there. And it's that sort of a bestial, like, oh, you're so rich you can do anything. And same thing, it's like you do not have to obey man or God's laws when you're as evil and corrupt and rich as Count Dracula. Anyway, why'd you replace the speed dagger? Which one's the speed dagger? I don't know. This is the speed dagger, right? This is the same dagger. I'm still using the same dagger. But yeah, I can talk a lot about vampires. I think vampires, as far as movie monsters go, are very interesting. I talked about this a lot before. We talk about vampires a lot here on the channel because they are a very weird sort of movie monster. Well, a lot of the other monsters are all about being, bestial creatures who will kill you as soon as they see you. Vampires are very much like reminiscent of that old world royalty, old money, and also still having that sort of bestial nature to them, which I think is it's fascinating just by itself. Like you would rarely, that sort of combination is a rare thing when we're talking about movie monsters in that way. It's speed boost for 10 seconds dagger. Oh wait, did that have that on there? I didn't even notice. I was too busy thinking about vampires. And of course, you know, we can also talk about how the whole like biting, the kiss of the vampire is a very like uniquely sexual thing that I think a lot of people latched onto. You know, in the same way that everybody loves a good succubus and everything in a modern sense. So where like, you know, vampires being sexy have always been a thing, like always been a thing since the old days, but people have leaned into that even more in modern times. It's that old, you know, I just want somebody that will kill me. I just want to go date somebody that can just kill me, sort of thing. That danger and the way that they are completely and totally outside of normal society. Very interesting. What did I walk back into? We're talking about vampires for some reason. Yeah, because y'all wanted to, because we're talking about rich people, and who's richer than a vampire? I don't think vampires were sexy before. Don't you remember like Carmilla or Camilla? But yeah, I think that even, you know, Varney the vampire, wasn't he like all about those penny dreadfuls were very, very lurid? Dracula is also not a sexy character, but he does have his brides. The brides were very much like a sexual type of, a very sexual motley crew of characters. Count Orlok? Well, Count Orlok is that's an entirely different thing. That's a very different sort of, that's more of the bestial, monstrous type of creation. But I'm pretty sure that, like, Lord Ruthven was supposed to be a very handsome fellow, right? If I'm remembering that correctly. Their divine equality was unholy. I mean, they always had a succubus type of nature. They were always... They always had that style of it. You can go look at any old depiction of somebody getting their blood sucked, and there's a very specific style that it's written with. But yeah, I don't know. It's Dracula though was not very sexy. Maybe after he was full up on blood, but in the book, the original depiction of him was this like old man. Hey, here we go. This old man with like wild hair and terrible breath. Succubi are also not... Well, that comes from an old sort of Christian thing of sex being evil. But needless to say, even back in the day, people were very much... That didn't stop a lot of people from being into it. Anyway, now that we're in the bank, are we done talking about vampires? Fortunately, us in chat are kings and queens of bad decisions. We are watching a doc stream. True. You're not going to get this sort of content from every one of the more respectable people that stream and play Dead Cells. This is the Doc Firebird value add. Okay, then. Going to the bank, am I right, everybody? Can also borrow money. Do I need to? I shouldn't need to. Well, let's at least do it anyway. Wow. Encourage in what way? Might as well. See what happens. More like the DMV. Yeah. Thank God for cell phones, I tell you. I do like that it is a gigantic Gion face. Blue pass. Okay. So it's not just the key that I have here. That said, I am looking to go down, please. I'm in debt? No, I'm not in debt. Just in the game here. Look, debt is something that I will only say for video games alone. Yeah, here we go. Red pass. All right, yeah. Then Star is still very much a lot of enemies. I believe that they said specifically that there are going to be enemies from whatever sort of biomes you're skipping. So, that includes a lot of characters, it seems. Not just the ones from, like, this side. The sewers as well as the sewers, oh, curse test. Golem is going to show up. I think that would be the next area to get the Golem. Maybe. Who knows? Because it's like this would be skipping the morass, the ossuary, sewers. Yeah, I think that's about it. I believe that the thief mobs are specifically called evil Gions, which is, of course, pretty great. Don't die here embarrassingly. I just got to the area. It would be a bad look for everybody, but especially me. That's right, Chad. I'm including you in here. If I die, you also get to shoulder the embarrassment of dying in this in the new area. Okay, like one more enemy. I can deal with this. Good. Now you might say that's unfair, but we don't really have to worry about that here. Yes. These things give you extra gold when they explode or something. Yep. Which is good for me. Oh, yeah, baby. What? Okay, so, Golem's not in the way I expected, though. What did it, like, what did it do to get that huge? I'm maybe taking all the gold around here. I guess that'll be something to look at later. Eat gold? They invested in... Oh no, they invested in Bitcoin! I'm doomed! Gold has never been worth $0. Anyway, stupid. We can do stupid bits all day here, but I refuse. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna go take this guy out here before they become super gigantic super monsters. Bitcoin golems. I knew it would happen one of these days. Oh no, they're here to tell me about NFTs. This is the worst scenario. This hideous picture of an ape will never go down in value. Just pay no attention to how hideous it is. Just keep giving me that gold, baby. Yeah, I guess you don't want to actually destroy those. Let them blow up there instead. Okay. Didn't you ever think that having no scarcity was not worthwhile enough? Didn't you ever want things that have no scarcity to have scarcity? Well, now we got... We're just going to do an entire NFT thing today, aren't we? Okay. Okay. Take you guys out. And do I get the money now? Yes, good. It's the money stream, baby. That's right. Those look somewhat threatening. I don't think I'm going to touch it. Let's take a look. Yep. That looks quite threatening, in fact. Oh, so that's the gimmick that we're going on here. What's the red? That's my loan. I took out a loan, chat. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Tell us about NFTs, Dad. I'm telling you about NFTs right now. Okay. It's the money stream. We were doing the entire communist bit before, right? Why not start it up with other nonsense right now instead? Oh my god. Vampires and NFTs. This is once again the sort of value add that you only get from a Doc Firebird stream. Okay. Good. Capitalism stream. Finally. I got the Christian stream, now I got the capitalism stream. It's all over the place in the most nonsensical way possible. It's the only thing that you want. Okay, those guys are kind of fast. I don't remember. And also, yeah. No, I'm not. We're not going to have the full-sized golems showing up again. I did not like that before. Those miners were in cages. They're not miners. They're like thieves or something. Come on. I think they're literally called thieves. Oh. Okay, so this is... and then you can pay your debt. Or I'm betting you probably take one real harsh amount of... curse if you decide to break down that door, right? It's something to think about. Oh, they still have even more around here if you're interested. But I've already paid off the debt, so I'm not going to do that anymore here. Okay. Good to know. Now, there is also a third area to go to here, so probably going to end up doing that as well. I didn't really have... I was very confident in my ability to pay back stuff, but at the same time, hey, you know what would be very easy to get a lot of cool upgrades and everything? Just decide to take a little bit of curse. Just a little bit, though. Or, I mean... it seems like a tempting sort of thing to do. It's just, oh my god, curses. You know how curses go. You know me and curses. Especially knowing that I would be going into a boss fight after this. Yeah. If this wasn't a boss fight area, though, that would be something to think about. I should at least work a little bit better compared to the other one that I had. I already got like 30,000 gold. It's fine. Not like I'm going to be losing out on much of anything right now. And I would also like to... I mean, in the past couple of runs, I have been able to get a few of the other golden items around here. And I want to see that statue in the background real quick. Good stuff. Anyway, cursed sword runs, you can come in here and take infinite money. I mean, God knows that, hey, you already have enough issues coming in if you're doing cursed sword runs to start with, so, you know. It's not that bad, really. Now, one of the problems I am noticing here is that I do not seem to have the food shop that I was missing otherwise in here, so might not be a great idea to come in here if I'm planning to, you know, agitated pickpocket, that's what these guys are called. Might not be a good idea to come in here if I really do need the potion charge. Like, for example, right now, I super needed that potion charge, and it doesn't seem like I'm going to get it. Otherwise, though, max of 20,000 gold. That's too bad. I can do this. I like the really fancy ball and chain sort of deal, though. That's some good stuff. Oh, look. Like cyber spikes. It's not just the chain, after all. Ah! Oh, man, you really got to go do the entire thing, don't you? All right, well, I'm at least going to do this. And why do your weapons look like they're disabled? They are! I'm doing this, though. I can make this happen. Just a little bit of a platforming challenge. Provided that you do it right the first time, you shouldn't need to worry too much. Gold is safe in the blockchain. Everything's safe in the blockchain. Forever and ever. Okay. Okay. And... Oh, man, they're really not making this one easy, are they? That said, could be worse. Oh, come on. That was fine. I totally had that one, too. Cyber spikes are made of Ethereum. I knew it. Of all the things to go with. Ugh. Ouch. Look, we're doing this. I'm going to use all of my potion charges, but I don't care. I'm going to do it. Do I have, like, multiple jumps? I don't. Okay. I think this is the one that people were talking about that will give you the... Oh, the 19th century industrialist top hat outfit that I was talking about before. Okay. You take one hit and you're done. I think I can do this. Oh, come on. I went a little bit too early. Oh. Went too early. Thought that I was being clever, but I'm going to do this. A lot of potion charges, though. But hey, once again, I already did like a 2-hour stream prior to this, so I'm not really too worried about losing this run. Go and watch the stream VOD if you want to see the full thing. Okay. Multi-jumps would be pretty useful here, though. Say that. Oh. Ah. This original Super Mario Brothers ass platforming. Oh, hey, second guy, by the way. Let's wait one more time here. One more. Not the first time that I've done Super Mario Brothers platforming in a roguelite or anything before. Remember Dungreed? They had that entire section where you just straight up went through like a Super Mario Brothers level. Boy, that game got pretty tough when you're trying to go for, Ooh, money. Ingot. And also a colorless thing. Okay. That's interesting to know. Interesting to know what you actually get for that. Yeah. Well, if I didn't fail that like 5 times in a row, it wouldn't have been that bad. I wonder if that's also randomly generated for each one of the the runs that you do. Who knows? Colorless item and also money. As you do. Should play Kaizo Mario World at some point? I don't know. Kaizo Mario World. Yeah, sure. What do you got? Kaizo Mario World is sort of Oh no, you don't. Quit evolving. Oh, great. Right? Okay. Oh, that thing's gonna be so annoying to deal with. Kaizo Mario World, I feel like it has been supplanted by so many other Kaizo. Oh, great, it's doing it again. It's been supplanted by so many other Kaizo games out there that I feel like I can probably play something else if you really want me to go for the full-on Super Challenge. I mean, that was just the OG one. Besides, it's not even called Kaizo Mario. I talked about this before, where Kaizo is really just a generic word that means, like, mod in Japanese. Yeah. Talking about specifically Yujin Mario. I think is more the name for it, right? If I remember that correctly. God, I hate this, by the way. Teleport up here. Oh my god, those things seem kind of frustrating. You played no Pokemon game? I have not. You know, funny enough, have not actually played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Red. Oh great, oh, really? Already? You guys don't mess around, do you? It's good money though. Oh my god, I hate this. It's a cool idea. Very difficult. Oh, and they really do try and make it quite annoying to go through here. Okay, okay. Oh, Monka ace? What do you mean? What are you monka acing? What are you monka acing for? I haven't played. Oh, you do? Okay. Oh, what? Hold up. Yo. Oh my god, what the hell even? Oh my god. That was the Mimic Food Shop. Yeah? How about that then? Okay. You died in a food shop? That thing's actually like very difficult to fight. And to be fair, I also have the weakest of the three major weapons here. I kind of want to go with the I kind of want to go with a pick run already. If you kill him, he would give you 2 food pieces. Okay, well, I was going to say that, you know, hey, I guess it's not that bad if you do, in fact, get a food shop in here, but, yay. Yeah. Baba time? Oh, we'll do that after this. Right now, let's at least see one of the other weapons. As of right now, it has been quite a few decent runs, and I do think that I can actually deal with that. You know, if I was given a little bit more powerful of a weapon to do that with. Dagger could use some more damage. Or maybe some longer critical. Okay, please. Or maybe some longer, critical timing instead of going away after 3 seconds. It's very short. They capitalized on that Mimic. Yeah, it's very true. Very true. Extraordinarily true. Chat. They're entirely correct. Well, anyway, yeah, 12,000 gold basically doubles the damage of the weapon, and you just get gold every single time you hit an enemy. This is a good one. This is a good, fast weapon. Maybe not the most powerful, but man, doubling the damage as soon as you get enough money, I think makes it very worthwhile just alone. That said, still very irritated with some of these beginnings that I'm getting. Some of these beginning enemies that I'm fighting right now. Legendary Lantern, too bad it's a pick run. Well, we do have new items to do. Don't get me wrong, I do like a lantern, especially a legendary lantern, but yeah. Trying to at least use some of these things now. Was he regenerating health? I'm pretty sure he was. I'm fairly certain that I took out way more of his health than at one point in time, he was pretty much dead, then was able to heal at some point a decent amount of the health there. Okay, there we go. I got the critical hit threshold with Toxic Swords with Greed Shield. Oh yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too difficult. I was able to do that first time that I was using it, just with the speed buff one alone. Because after all, with this being a on-hit type of thing, it's not the same thing as using the Greed Shield. All you got to do is just make sure that you, if you have a decent amount of melees, enemies are going to spawn in fast enough that you'll be able to get enough hits just to get the critical trivially. Mimics are actually worth the fight because they give you 2 pieces of food or an upgraded version of the weapon you want to buy. Ooh. Hope that they give me... The potion charge would have been nice, though. That's kind of the one that I would have really wanted to do. That I would have really wanted to get. But that also does imply that there is going to be a version, a food shop in that area then, regardless. Which actually makes it more valuable if it doesn't replace a place with a food shop in there. Because that means that you might be able to get an extra one for potentially having to fight a merchant mimic. Hey, this is a very classic type of roguelike thing. Fighting a merchant. Finally got it in the game. Oh boy. In a way that I totally did not expect to happen. Well, I guess I'll expect it now, but still. that's an often thing. What you do is you end up fighting one of the merchants just purely to get stuff for free, but probably also to not be able to use shops in any other part of the run. Never appeared in Dead Cells, never really been an option. Of course, technically not really an option now either, but I'm sure there's some sort of tell that you can figure out which one's supposed to be a mimic if you look around for it. All right, where are we going? Where are we going? Go try out the old, I want to at least get one more try on the bank before we call it a day here for the stream. Even if that does require me to be, streaming for like 5 hours here at this rate. Whew, boy. And there we are. Any more enemies I can fight? I only need 3 more after all. See a mimic use a timekeeper attack. I mean, it was very fast. I was trying to go for a... Really, they were going to stop right at 29. Oh, boy. They have like a grappling attack. They also seemingly attack very quickly. And also have a regenerative attack, which is maybe the more frightening one for me to deal with. Oh, boy. Well... I'm still going to try and fight it, obviously. Why not? But yeah, that is very much a certified mini-boss type of character to be going up against. All right, give me that get rich quick. That is that should get me very quickly to the critical cap here. What's the deal with that? Can it use any item? Attack a ton, chains, bite, grapple around, lots of stuff. Well, this is the item that I would have got. Oh, this is the outfit that I would have gotten during that one section, I guess. Here we go. Finally get your sheet at least. It's a good one. Anyway. Very quickly, indeed. But yeah, it might have, actually, like, thinking about it right now, it might have been that it was regenerating because it was eating my turrets. Because I swear that it was getting rid of one of those turrets. That might also be something to look for in the future, too. Could also just be that it was disappearing because it was a, the barnacle. But I don't know. I'll kind of pay attention in the future to see if that's what's happening. Like the hat? Me too. Top hats are cool. Yeah, they're moderately cool. I don't know if I would say they're super cool or anything, but they got their own style, certainly. All right, give that to me already. Free upgraded version of the item that you were intending to buy seems like it's pretty worthwhile to fight them. It's just, it's even more powerful than like an elite enemy. Because I was dealing a lot of damage to it. Whatever, we'll see when I get back there. Right, all right. We'll see how much of Baba we actually end up doing. After all, right now it is, it's not too much left of Baba, really, I'm telling you. I mostly finished, I finished most of the levels. All right, die. Seems like that third hit comes out a lot slower than I think, which is why I keep getting hit by stuff when I accidentally queue up that third one there. Let's keep that in mind for the future. Okay. And keep on going. At this point in time, I'm actually trying to maximize the amount of money I get because that's a lot more useful than just being able to buy stuff from shops for once. Whew, boy. Yeah, each one of these hits only does 10 gold, but does stack up over time, after all. A weaker version of this weapon actually is probably a little bit more effective at getting you money than a stronger one. Something to keep in mind for the future. It means that this weapon could be useful even outside of doing survival runs. In survival, of course, the last hit needs to be unusably slow. I wouldn't say unusably slow, but noticeably slower compared to the first two. Which means getting off the full combo might not be the best strategy to employ with the weapon. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe that also just does a lot more damage, too, than I'm giving it credit for. still means that there are some real downsides with using it. As long as I have enough damage, though, I should be able to, like, still get the full benefit out of the speed buff, too. It's not, like, super amazing right now. It's working good. It's doing good, though. If I go grab the double extra... Actually, I will take this, sure. If I go grab the double extra time on the speed buff, though, that will be even better. Boy, when you don't have the when you're using the homunculus rune, character does look very weird wearing a hat like that, though. Neat. After all, it is do have a cloud head, not a real thing. You think you play Sifu? I have not really looked into Sifu at all. That is pretty much more of an RPG version of an Absolver, right? It's kind of what that looks like. If I understood the game correctly. Like, whereas Absolver was interesting, it was sort of like the minimal content comparatively. Whereas Sifu is a little bit more on that, something like that. Thought that was a D's nuts joke. Yeah, if I didn't know about the game, I would assume that too. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it is, in fact, a real game. Now, there's Dagger of Prophet again, but not ending up using that one for this run now. I like this one a little bit more anyway. Could have good synergy with the Dagger of Prophet, I suppose, but I don't know. I would rather just take one or the other, really. Think you play Vagante? Nah, probably not. That game came out like 10 years ago, didn't it? People really all that interested in seeing more of it right now? Okay. After all, I already have a few. We got another roguelite-y type of game coming up in Invisible Ink, apparently. So, I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. Still got to see exactly what that game is. Don't really know too much about how it plays or anything like that. And there. Pick works. Hey, I hit the threshold. Good. Finally. Buying an upgrade for this, I think, was worthwhile, but it did mean that I spent a lot longer being under the critical threshold for it. So maybe a little bit of questionable decision buying stuff, but it should be fine now. All right. Now then. Ooh. Well. Nah, I still would have rather had the upgraded version of it. Okay, that worked. Still would have rather had the upgraded version of it regardless. I don't care if I got one just kind of happening to appear here. This is like still 40% more damage after all. Plus 20% on the affix. Yep. A lot of good stuff. Does Gold Digger have a special interaction with the Banks mobs? That would be cool. I don't know. Maybe. Hard to say because, you know, there's not really a whole lot of special interactions in oh boy. All right, let's do it. Porkapick to activate the dagger critical may be good. That is actually a good idea. Yeah. What happened to the Arboretum's music? I think it's the same as always. I don't know. I gotta be a little bit careful here. Hey, it's always nice to get the very early, it was nice to get the very early, cursed chest, but, you know, has its own, benefits and detriments. There we go. All right. Being cursed, you know, the curse thing, the thing where I'm cursed, that's the problem. That's where the issues come in. All right. Good night, Yulia. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by to the capitalist, communist, crypto stream. Okay, just don't be cursed, forehead. Yeah, of course. Wait, I don't have a forehead, as we can see. Look like gentleman ghost around here. Anyway, are we recording? Yeah, we probably should record some stuff. I just had people asking when the next Aegis Rim is going to be coming out. Look, I've been asleep. We talked about this before. I've been asleep a lot. at like 7 p.m. when we would normally be recording. So, been kind of not able to do that as of late. But hey, now that it's the weekend, it just means more opportunity for being able to have me actually be awake, right? I gotta go finish up Sexy Brutality at the very least. Oh my god, the amount of enemies here. That's okay. That's okay. I got it. I got it. Oh. You've been waking up at 7 a.m. every day recently. Yeah, I hate that. That's always the big problem with, having a good sleep schedule. You never just get to take an hour nap in the middle of the day. That would go down real smooth, let me tell you. But it doesn't happen that way now, does it? Doc's a sleepy boy. Sometimes. I would not say I'm often a sleepy boy. I would say more often than not, I am not a sleepy boy. I'm a regular boy. Awake boy. Real awake boy hours. We have 3 hours in common every day, and it's 1 to 4 a.m. Well, why didn't you tell me that? We could have been recording from 1 to 4 a.m. That would have made that a lot easier. We could have been getting so many episodes of... Aegis Rim out. Don't you want to go record more Aegis Rim? There's only 35 more episodes left in it. Come on. No, still nothing new here. I don't want to use the potion charge already. Probably can't record at 1 to 4 consistently. That sounds like a recipe for a noise complaint. We don't what do you mean? We're not yelling or anything, right? Right. Just talking about weird things related to killing people with fire extinguishers for the most part. Totally normal sort of conversational topics. Anyway, what do you got? Give me something good. I stomp my feet whenever I talk. What are you at a stadium or something? Come on now. When does the Doc and second guy play Among Us alone video? Why would we ever do that? Yo, second guy, have you ever even played Among Us before? Actually, I think you have talked about that. Take him down, baby. And I can't get it activated, though, which is maybe going to be kind of a problem here. Oh, no, that'll work. I don't like this. Come on, die already. Okay. Yeah, actually. Yeah? Huh. I mean, I played it once, purely for the sake of, why did I play it? Actually, I don't remember. It was like $10 or something, and then I just, got online and did a stream where I played it alone. Which was then stolen by Donkey, by the way. I did that one first. Not that it matters. But I want everybody to know. He stole that idea from me. He did not. But still. Too easy. For the meme. I mean, yeah, I guess. More or less, right? That'll teach you kids to try and make me play multiplayer games. Never learn. Anyway. Oh, thought the archer had poison arrows and there was a hidden knife thrower, but there was a hidden knife thrower. Yeah, no, that was it was two ranged guys out there kind of really making it annoying. But I mean, I guess it ended up killing the non-crusher, the cannonball before the crusher, so I can appreciate that. Now a true Zoomer, 1, 2, 3 poggers, mad sus, hip hop and pop are indistinguishable to me. Is that last thing even a thing? I don't know. I'm not as terminally on Twitter as you. And never will be. That said, we do say poggers around here. It's true. This so far has been a real poggy-woggy stream, if you ask me. Play Destiny 2 PvP. I should ban you outright for that right now. To complete the meme. Cycle of memes. Okay. I did... Look, here's the thing, though. I did play Destiny 2 on stream. Single player. As that's how... As you're not going to make me play that with other people, and certainly not with PvP. Absolutely not. You'll be pogging right now? I'm currently pogging. Makes it very hard to speak, trust me. But, the poggage is off the charts. Mad pog. You wouldn't even believe it. Okay. You can't see me, though, so, you know, don't worry about that. But trust me, there's some serious poggage going on. Okay. Yeah, I just need to have a positive attitude. Yo, that was nothing. There we go. One more. Hopefully I can see the bank sooner than later. It's supposed to be guaranteed to show up in a run at least once. Well, and only once, but still, you know what I'm saying. Special interaction with you guys. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Oh god, I hate this area. That'll work though. Oh, poggers just means far out or tubular. Yeah, or awesome, or I'm trying to remember other Super Mario World special world stages. Radical? Radical is one of them, right? No, it's been too long. It's been too long since I played Super Mario World. I was also thinking of the Super Mario World. Oh, Groovy. One of them was Groovy, right? Look, I think that's what everybody thinks about when they say anything like that, right? Everybody knows the Super Mario World special stages. Rift to the right of the shop. Let me go get that in a second. Well, that was actually quite a while ago. But I can get in there easy enough. Do you think that if they ever remade Super Mario World and added new stages, they would put in the phrase poggers? How many hacks, how many Kaizo Mario hacks have a level named poggers in the special world? Tubular was brutal as a child. Yeah, that was the one with the balloon Mario section, right? Nobody liked that one. Ah, there it is. Nobody liked that one. That one was... It was weirdly difficult, especially because, you know, of course, Balloon Mario is just a nightmare to control, one, and two, if you get hit a single time, you die. Gnarly, tubular, way out, cool, awesome, groovy. Okay. Mondo. Yeah, that's the one I should have remembered. Outrageous and funky. Funky and Mondo were probably the ones that I should have really remembered, because what the hell sort of name is Mondo? Even in 1991, I think that came out. It was that was a game that came out with the release of the Super Nintendo, which I believe was maybe 1990, 1991. Oh my god! Can't believe I managed that one. Did it though. Mondo was a drink. Mondo is a drink. I don't believe it stopped existing at any point in time here. Tubular because it's a Mario game, so it was very literal. Yeah, what? Because the amount of tubers that appear in Mario? I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, the pipes. Oh yeah, I suppose. But there were no pipes in that level. Well, at least not that I remember. Yeah, whatever. Okay, back. Still 1 million for a game forcing. Yeah, we're almost at the end. Unfortunately, we have had Invisible Ink now added to the list. So, sorry, everybody. We still got a way to go before I'm able to reopen back up Force Me to Play. Force Me to Play game. Sorry, we were so close to finally opening that back up. Though still, it's going to be You're gonna have to pay a pretty penny to be the first person to get something. And Betrayer. Nah, Betrayer's gonna be later. That's right. In fitting with the very game's name, I'm changing the rules right now. Ha! If only you didn't force me to play something so ironically named. You should have seen that coming, though, really. It's a moderator. Hide the pogs. That's right, the one moderator on the channel. Ah, there we go. No, not quite. Maybe one of these days I'll put a second one, but not today. Done. Speed buff already starting to become working for me. Become working, yes. But hey, as long as I do this quickly, not as quickly as I was hoping, but quick enough. Should be fine. I just gotta have a positive attitude. Because I'm pogging my way right through here. Pog. Oh, poggers. Okay. Yeah, this is working. This is working. Most of the stable surface are literally pipes. Oh, whatever. Yeah, you know what? In Yump 2, the Mario hack, they literally put a pipe that went through the entirety of the level. Because they hated it so much. They believe the level was called Tubular Deluxe. Maybe one of my favorite that appeared in that game. Ah, who am I kidding? Yump 2 had so many good levels. Now that would be a hack to play. Either that or just regular jump rather than doing like Kaizo Mario. Let me tell you. I think the jump team does a good job. Ah, not Yump 1 though. Maybe I should actually just say not Yump 1 because that one is a little bit different. Okay. 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 There we go. Apogium. Copium would not be one of the many Neo levels in Super Mario World Special World. And of course, I'm going to create my own Super Dock World coming out soon. It would be a good idea, though. It would not be a good idea. What am I saying? Okay, okay, okay. Comes with a no pay. You get paid in exposure. This was part of the deal when you originally became a mod, of course. I thought that was obvious. Come on, everybody, become a mod on my channel. Get paid in exposure. No greater place to work. And no greater place to not get paid. Okay, anyway. Super Mario World. You think that's ever going to be a thing? You think people are going to start making me play Mario hacks? I don't think that's going to come up. I think instead there's just going to be more and more of a push for me to play more JRPGs and visual novels. That's the only thing you're going to see on this channel after a certain point. Okay. Should I have a second extra world for the negative modern slang words like Major Cope, Sussy Baka, and Wicked Sketchy? I feel like that one's not that. No. Wait, what? No, why would you have that? What would be the point of... What? Man, we are talking Super Mario Brothers, where referencing Roy Orbison was the height of any sort of cultural relevance that they were going to be putting references in games for. It still weirds me out so much that I'll take that. It still weirds me out that those are in fact the actual names of the Koopalings. That was not an invention by the localizers. That they really all were in fact named after 80s pop acts. Artists. Even in Japanese. Because I would have sworn that was an invention of the localizers otherwise. Need to look that up myself for that to even be... What about Ludwig van Koopa? There's also him too. Whatever, who cares? Ludwig's like one of the least notable of them. Who cares about Nobody likes Ludwig van Koopa over any one of the other Koopalings. I'm telling you that right now. Since I played like, I'm still gonna start pushing more small games. Since I play 10 times more FPSs than you, I might have a selection. Man. Hey, we just had Metro 2033 coming out. I still think if somebody wanted me to play Stalker, I'd do it. Go prep myself up for Stalker 2, which let's see if that actually comes out anytime soon. At least I got rid of the NFTs in that. Going back to the NFT thing. Oh, he's the one with the big hair. A lot of them have big hair. Iggy has big hair. Lemmy has big hair. Ludwig does have big hair, yes. Roy is wearing a wrestling, like a luchador mask. I don't know if you can say that he has big hair. Oh my god, the amount of... I don't like the amount of crystal elites that I'm currently countering in this one. Metro is Stalker for Zoomers. Metro is a more straightforward RPG version. It was made by some of the similar devs, which is why it's similar in some ways. Yeah, Stalker is a lot more open-y RPG-y type of thing, which is why I think that would be a cool one to play as well. Oh, okay, you played Redux and not the OG? Yeah, I played Redux. Does it matter? Does it really matter though? Is that really that big of a deal? I already watched all the Metro. That game was fun. Boy, did I really wang it by the end, though. I was, Hey, tell me it wasn't cool to stab a demon 3 times in the face, though, instead of just taking out a gun. Come on, that was cool, right? I thought that was cool. Ugh. No special interaction that I could see right there. Probably play Stalker on normal difficulty with the complete... No, I would play it on normal difficulty because that's how I play all games. Come on, that's like a thing. That's like a thing I do. I play things on the intended difficulty. If you specifically ask me to play like whatever, I can't remember what the difficulties are called in that game. I'd do it though. Have you played Darkwood? I played a little bit of Darkwood. I actually bought that game for the spooky month that I did back in 2020. So did like one video on that. But I'm also working my way through the stuff that I got on Steam right now. I recently played Dead Space, which I mentioned in the Stalker, the Metro series, and I also right now I'm playing through Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which I've had in my Steam library for a long time but never played. So that's another one. Also got Darkwood to play through. Also got like Lobotomy Corporation to play through. Additionally, I recently played through Subnautica, which I bought for that and then didn't play through the entire thing of until very recently. So, you know, hey, any one of the games I got in my library, I'll probably end up going through at some point in time. I gotta make sure that I'm not gonna kill every enemy before I get rid of that, before I get rid of the curse. Just something to think about. Well, it seems like I might also have a Swift Sword coming up here too, which would be kind of fun. I'm not gonna do that. We got kind of a thing. Is Star Citizen? Star Citizen's a multiplayer game. So no, it will never be on the list. But Morton Koopa Jr. was named after the Hack TV personality Morton Downey Jr. What was he actually named after? I forgot about. Whatever. Probably doesn't matter. Oh, come on, that didn't count. Just don't get hit on the boss. No. I don't know what Star Lancer is. I'm not familiar with that game. That's apparently what he was named after. I thought it was music because, you know, that's what all the other ones... Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Everything in Nintendo is named after Kirby. Sure, Kirby was named after something back in the day, but I got no idea what. Oh, come on. Don't die to curses once again. I'm so close to getting out of here. I'm doing okay. Oh, okay. But yeah, if you do not request anything specific regarding how you want me to play a game, I just play it normal mode to the ending, unless I really like it, then you get 100%. Kind of the entire thing. It's like the way I've been doing it. Like for example, in Ovivo right now, I'm playing it trying to get all the story symbols, even though I guess that's technically not really that is extra content. But I think they're fun enough to try and get just not all the Morse dots. That one I think is a little bit excessive. There, that'll work. Play with one hand? Play what? I mean, I suppose you could say that, but why would you want to? Also, I would probably reject that one. Come on now. Didn't continue. I can't continue it. My computer can't run it and stream it at the same time. That's caveat emptor. You should know that there might be games that if I can't run the game, I can't play the game, you know? Kirby was a lawyer that helped with Nintendo or something? Yeah, probably. Sounds about right. Still called Kirby even in Japanese, though. So I guess that was on the OG Nintendo side of stuff. Ah. Okay. If you request it, I'll play it. I'll play it eventually, but I can't really do that right now if it's if it is literally unable to be run on my computer. I mean, it's like you're gonna have to wait until I get a good enough computer to play DMC5, and then I'll go back to it. And that's the only time that's going to happen. Yeah, nice. Hey, it might take some time to actually get some stuff to be played. Like, I don't even know what the hell Emberwind is, but that is a game on the list. Couldn't really find any information about what that game was, so, I don't know. Might be an upcoming game or something. Either way, I don't have it right now. Need Doc to get a job, so, yeah. Oh, don't die here. Doc get a job so he can put money towards gaming because he spends it all on surviving right now. I know! It's a terrible existence. Look, I don't want to have to eat food, but I need to. I don't want to have to live at a place. Look, we'd all love if I just went back and lived with my parents the entire time so I didn't have to pay rent, but it's like, unfortunately, that is not what's happening. We could just have my parents be co-commentators for every one of the series. Would that be good? Is that what you all want? Oh, anyway. 17. Yes. Isn't Marty your dad? No, I'm older than him. If you don't actually know that. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Yes. No, nobody wants that. This is actually, like, really good. I'll take it instead of the Bombird right now, but, you know. John Kirby's successful defense for Nintendo against Universal Studios of the copyright of the character Donkey Kong in 1984. Wow! I always wondered if there was, like, because Donkey Kong is so clearly... I mean, I guess, you know, that would go under parody, right? But, I was wondering about that. Yeah, essentially a reason why Nintendo was able to become as big as it is. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Stu. This weapon is interesting. How exactly does it function? It seems to be related to gold somehow. Every hit you do against an enemy gives you 10 gold. If you hit a 12,000 gold threshold, every hit turns into a critical. And obviously I'm well over 12,000 damage right now, so every hit that I got is pretty much doubles the damage of its incarnation that it would be otherwise. It's actually quite good because it's also, you know, a nice fast survival weapon too. Third hit does a like a gold or shockwave that hits a bunch of enemies on the ground. Also nice, though I prefer the nice fast first 2 hits, the initial 2 hits. Otherwise, this is not a mod. This is the new alpha. We'll be seeing this content coming out, I don't know, eventually, soon enough. But otherwise, this is some new stuff coming out here. Trying to also get into the new biome that they've added as well, the bank, but never really known that's going to appear in the run. Sort of a random thing. All right. Parent commentators. That's right. I might be your internet dad, but we'll go and get your internet grandpa in here. Who's gonna be like, yo, I haven't played a video game since like Doom. I don't even know what's happening. And I'll be like, hey, we're just talking about Donkey Kong right now. And they'll be like, yeah, I played that in like an arcade. I don't know anything about any of that that's come out since. I'll be like, yo, if you think that this stream is not used to people talking about content, like video game related things that they have no idea, you'll fit in here just fine, Dad. It's fine. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go watch sports and drink beer, and I'm gonna be like, yep. Oh, okay. Yo, give me a lager. But anyway, there you go. That's the preview of what it's gonna be like when I move back in with my parents, I guess. which of course it's like is an inevitability, it seems, at this point, if chat has their way. What is the mutation? You can see next to my money count in the bottom right corner that I'm getting more and more money, which then gets cashed in after I lose the speed buff. But I'm gonna try and make the most out of that at first. You can see, though, you get quite a bit of money from this. The new mutations that they have that give you money give you a lot of money. It's some big cashola that it's throwing down. The one where you get money every time you get hit got me nearly 100,000 gold in the last run that I did before I started up the video here. Like, it was a huge chunk of change. Also, why they ended up changing up vampirism, which we did an entire bit on way earlier on in the stream. It better give a lot. It's a whole mutation slot. Yeah, but I don't know. There's a lot of mutation slots that I'll use on stuff that will give me less benefit than this. For example, disengagement, while good, only actually comes into play like very rarely. Whereas here, this is pretty much always active, provided that I continue to kill enemies. And there are points in time where, yeah, you know, I'll just get hit stupidly and have some sort of way to recover from it. Like, for example, right now. Oh, come on. For example, right now. With vampirism and everything, too. There we are. Philosopher's Stone is mutation. Dope. Yep. It is like, yeah, it will give you as much as a Philosopher's Stone, just in Meowny. Are you liking new mutations? Too strong? Too strong. Too strong. Too much. But, I think that the alpha is probably going to be coming in a little bit. We still got a while till the alpha comes in, yeah. Into the regular game. Haven't gotten a single Philosopher's Stone. They're rare. They are some rare ones. They do show up eventually, though. I've got a feeling that I'm probably going to get the bank after this place. But, yeah, we'll see. It's guaranteed to occur at one point in the run. You just never know where. Look at that cash just getting stacked up, baby. Loads of money. And before the patch is released tomorrow, I think we got a little bit longer before that happens. See, now I could just take damage purposely and get a whole bunch of extra money from that. That would be a thing. That would be a thing to do. Okay, now I might actually want to wait for my my speed buff to run out so that I can actually capitalize on the money that I've gotten here, because that'll get me back up above the critical threshold. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Knockback shield. I can't believe I still haven't replaced the one that I have right now. Will you wait for the update before you do a showcase? Yeah, probably. Technically, this could be a showcase, but like, nah. Is the new bank stuff? Is this the new bank stuff? No, new bank stuff probably coming up right now. I wasn't gonna make any prediction. So just give it 1 second. Is this a showcase? I mean, kind of. Like a showcase of new content. Yeah, is it here yet? Like, yo, for real, though. I guess the last area here is going to be the one where I get into the... the bank. Huh. Man, this one's... Well, hey... There's still like a food shop in there. That'd actually be very nice. I wouldn't hate seeing that. What is the probability on Philosopher's Stone? I saw 6 in my run so far, about 800 runs. It's very, very, very rare. A bank in Dead Cells? Yes. And currently we're trying to look for it, which is not... It's apparently waiting until literally the end of this run to actually show up. Until that point, though, hey. Look at this pick go, my dudes. One hit, a nice fast survival weapon, taking enemies out in a single hit. It is ridiculous. Nice. Once again, this would be a good opportunity to actually get the damage into gold mutation right now. I could get a ton of extra money. Oh, come on now. That'll take you out. And that'll take you out. Okay, well, there you go. Just gonna stack right into this then, aren't I? It's all about the Benjamin. It's all about the Benjamins. That's what I say. Quote Dr. Infernal Firebird, 2020. 2. It's all about Benjamins. When I heard they're adding a bank to DC, I thought it was going to be something similar to like the Architect in Hades, where you can buy furniture and stuff like that. Oh, what? To go do like house renovation stuff? That'd be interesting. But no, it is an entirely new section, gameplay-wise. So, with a bunch of money-themed stuff. Okay, I don't really like the fact that you guys are still all attacking me right now. Oh, well, easy enough. Okay. I mean, there are plenty of cosmetic things in Dead Cells, of course. Matt in there has a good write-up on everything that's new in the patch here. Is gold to receive equivalent to the damage you take? It's actually like even more, I think. Or it might be equivalent. I'm not entirely sure, but I got a ton of gold from that last time. Like I was saying, getting a few big hits on 5-cell mode in the secret area got me over 100,000 gold. Over 100,000 gold. So it's a lot. It is not an insubstantial amount of money. I think specifically it said that it was supposed to be 3 gold for each hit point you take away, now that I'm remembering it. Yeah, 100,000. Which I then used with the take gold instead of money in the next one to almost win, but not quite, because I was using the dagger, and the dagger's like, not great. Dagger's not great, like, for dealing damage. Against the final boss, at least. I wasn't really quite, I wasn't really, like, super high into stats or anything at that point in time either, so I guess it's kind of predictable. I think it's 3 per hit point. Okay, so I was right. I kind of vaguely remembered that it was that, but I wasn't entirely sure. Okay. Go back down and go get this. Well, should I go get this? I still have the... There we go. I still have the, God, I can't remember the name of it now. Vampirism up and working for me, so if I take any extra damage at this point in time, I should be able to regen that up fairly fast. Just focus on keeping that eyeball down there until I'm about to go to the next area. Nah, no phase. Do you like the new alpha? I do. I like these items, and I like the gameplay options that they afford me. If only they could do the same sort of thing for cells, really. They do obviously have that with one of the items that exist in the game, but I would like to see it get this same sort of treatment, too. Still think that just like an exchange for cells into money would not be a bad thing either. Okay, that'll work. What's a little number and icon? That's due to the new mutation I have. You can see accumulate bonus gold for every enemy killed. We have an active speed boost. Then you cash it in when the speed boost ends. So I can't actually use it until I just wait around for a second. Well, for quite a while actually, because I do have the velocity mutation on here. But it's going. It's giving me a lot of extra cash money for it. Yeah, okay, good. Didn't get the parry, but made everything else work out just fine. Right, all right. Keep on going. Could you theoretically get infinite money with a poison healing necklace and blood mutation? You know, you could. You probably could. Now, the chance that you get a heals from poison at the same time that you are actually at a place where you can get into poison, yeah, I think that would be an entirely possible sort of thing. Maybe something the Motion Twin wants to fix eventually, but it's gonna be just, oh my god, it would take so long. Yo, that poison healing necklace does not work fast, but yeah. The other thing, of course, would be use vampirism, but they have changed up vampirism, so it doesn't work in the same way anymore. It's unfortunate. Still, though, that would be a strategy. It's true. It's true. Oh, wasn't paying attention there. Well, whatever. It's fine. Looking at chat because I thought I was safe. Okay, now I'm good. All right. This is going to ruin the economy by artificially printing money. Blood money, but money nonetheless. Still spends as good as regular money. Still, though, that would be something to think about. Like I said, it would take an ungodly amount of time, but yeah, that is like free healing. How long you play Dead Cells? About 1,900 hours. At this point in time. Quite a while. Okay. I'm not going to switch out anything right now. Should be able to cash in the money, though, here. I don't agree. Queen's Rapier, Maw, Tonfas, and Trident are much better compared to the bank weapons. I don't know. I like some of the bank weapons, though. You can probably get some... I don't think that they're, like, super top-tier weapons, but I like how they work. And the game crashed because it's an alpha. Well, let's try that one again. Well, snap. Do things cost more? Does it just make it easier to buy? Just makes it easier to buy. I mean, really, the thing is, it's not intended to be giving you more money. It's intended to be able to let you use money to do more stuff. Like, I think Motion Twin is still very much okay with the amount of money you get. They just want to give you more uses for it. And here, some of this stuff gives you certainly a lot more. Now, just back into it again. Hi, it's me. Again. Okay. It seems like it's happening whenever I try swinging the weapon. Maybe what I'll do is I just will not swing the weapon here. Giant punching too hard? Maybe. I guess don't use the gold digger? Maybe. Do you deal too much damage? There's no way that I deal too much damage. That's never been an issue before. Did you see that one Maw of the Deep run? I'm going to say Maw of the Void again. You know. Toxin lover aspect. I mean, yeah, of course, that would also probably be very, very effective too. Okay, a little bit slower than I was expecting. Whatever, I'm not going to worry about taking a little bit of damage. Ugh. It will crash the game, seemingly. Now, if only I just played this a little bit better. Hey! Yeah, there we go. Greed Shield does enough damage by itself. But yeah, of course. The Assassin, the Timekeeper has always been very vulnerable to the shields, just entirely. That's always been a thing. Okay. 31. Looking good. And there's also the money shooter, the coin gun. Okay. Now, this should definitely be the place that I will be able to find the bank, because it's been kind of a while now, hasn't it? I swear to God. Yeah? Where's my bank, Motion Twin? Ah! Yo, well, like, what happened to the bank here? Oh my God. Well, that's frustrating. Let's go to the distillery then, I suppose. Why not? Because it'll kill me, but you know. Oh... Bank replaced observatory. No, there's no way that it could. So you can only go once. You got to reach hand. I reached hand to the king. I already did that. It was already a thing I did, and then I was going to go do it again, but Motion Twin said no. Motion Twin said no banks anymore. I want it to be black. Oh my God. Well, I don't know what's up with that. If everybody here was expecting more bank-based gameplay, I'd love to provide, but Motion Twin said no. Motion Twin called me up. They said that they were really into NFTs and they did not appreciate me making fun of them. And I'm like, wait, what? This is the first I've heard about that. I hate this. Okay, that works. Oh, man. No, can't break. Okay, still need to have to break that down. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, boy. I mean, we'll see if the bank replaces the astrolabe, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I'll say it right now. Bank librarians. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's what I need. Well, we'll see if I even make it there. I did go into the distillery, as always. A great decision on every front. Definitely not something that you regret all the time. Distillery is somewhat like a bank. How is it like a bank? Okay. AJD3214. You are now going to explain to chat how the distillery is like a bank. Right now, do it. I'm listening. It's a bank for alcohol. How so? Elaborate more. Come on, I'm waiting. You can't just make that sort of bold proclamation and not expect me to like follow up on that. I will not stand for it. There we go. Yeah, be careful here. As always, not really looking good otherwise. I'm listening. I mean, the bats and all. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Never mind. You know, you did make a very cogent argument there. I guess I'm forced to agree. Even though, as much as I don't like to. Okay. There we go. Pepsi Russia argument where they paid for Pepsi in... What? Pepsi... Let's say the Pepsi Russia agreement where they paid for Pepsi and vodka. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of that means. Now you need to elaborate, Pigeon. Okay, anyway. Might be able to get 60 kills. That'd be good. And then submarines and warships, but that's beside the point. What? What does any of this mean? Oh, I should actually be getting my... Should actually be getting my stats a little bit more... A little bit more spread out for the... or a little bit less spread out. For the sake of getting... Legendary. Are you kidding me? Well, as always... Oh, man. Ugh. I'm telling you. Ugh. Every single time you go in that distillery, it is always just a death trap, isn't it? It is the worst. But hey, at the same time, I didn't really get to go do the stupid didn't get to go do the stupid bank here, so you know what are you gonna do? Anyway, that'll be enough for the update for right now. Been nearly 4 hours after all. Baba time. It's been 4 hours stream. I'm not gonna just go do Baba again. Come on now. That was a really long stream here. You made it once. I made it once, I suppose. Not good enough, though. I want to do more than that. Still, anyway. Just one more. No more.